Hello and welcome! We are Small and Mighty, and today we're going to be playing some D&D! We're back from a little week off. How's everyone doing? You're good and excited to play today?
Yes.
Yeah.
Great.
I'm glad to hear it, Ryan.
Alright, let's boot Will from the game. We don't need any of that energy.
Let's get him out of
Insufficient
here.
enthusiasm.
Bring the cat in.
Yep.
Oh boy. Yes, good. Great energy as well.
Quite questionable energy.
Questionable energy. This is what happens when Verity isn't here. It all falls apart.
Yeah.
But yes, you can see we're down to Verity, unfortunately, so that's fine. We will continue without her. So yes, our plan, as always, is to play for about 2 to 3 hours. Small break in about an hour in. As always, this is D&D and improv, so who knows what will happen. Let's see if we hold that time. But I'll jump into a recap of last session. It's been a little while for us, so it was a brand new day in the Five Fellows, and we caught our heroes during their various morning routines. After some chat over breakfast, the group made their way to the job board to find their next task. On the board, you found there was 2 jobs and an advertisement poster for the circus that was going on. You considered all the jobs available, and Brass especially was desperately trying to work out how we could do all the jobs at once and save and help everyone. But after some discussion, you decided that you were going to do a job that related to squatters hiding out in an old pub. And I'll reread the actual job posting for you all now. So, Small and Mighty, I have need of your services in dealing with some unsavory individuals. I have recently purchased a derelict public house with the intention to renovate and reopen it as a successful, profitable business. However, what the previous owners failed to mention is that the property is currently occupied by what seems to be an infestation of squatters. The authorities have advised me that they themselves cannot enforce any evictions at this time due to staffing issues. So I find myself turning to your establishment instead to negotiate for quick and legal resolution to the issues of the aforementioned squatters. I'm willing to offer a sum of 1,500 seps for your expertise in these unusual matters. The property is currently called the Gilded Eel, which will find situation at the centre of a cul-de-sac to the northeast side of Lowbank. Once you have completed the task, send me a wire at 11-0273 to inform me so. I will then meet you at the property with payment. I am eager to begin our project, so I ask for your swiftness in this matter. Thank you for your time and professionalism, Sylvester Parkhouse. So, upon agreeing to this, you started to make your way across town in your usual shambolic and nondescript way, and you did discover that you were being followed. You managed to corner the individual, and they were introduced to you as Jenny Adler, a young reporter from the local newspaper who had heard of Small and Mighty's deeds and wanted to see their work firsthand. Chad quickly invited her along, much to Tally's apprehension, and you made your way eventually to the cul-de-sac. Arriving in this cul-de-sac, you found that the whole cul-de-sac is in party mode. The residents of the street have all gathered, and it was very strange. The residents of the street, unlike much of Lowbank that you've experienced so far, they all seemed like flawlessly healthy, well put together, and kind of in a roundabout way of saying it, like almost attractive. They were like no blemishes, nothing like that. Very strange. But this party had gathered for what seemed to be a birthday party for someone called Victoria. And you found a banner that said it was her 111th birthday. Yes.
51 years old.
Yes. That's where we pick up. So you're in the street. I think what you last said you're doing was making a beeline directly to the pub and ignoring much of the party festivities. But what I want to do quickly before we kind of jump into your actions is I want to flesh out this party a little bit. So I'm going to go around a circle, and I want all of you to say me one thing that is happening at this party or this street food, whatever. So we'll start with Will. What is one thing that you spot at this party?
There is a game of pin the tail on the donkey, except it's not a donkey. It's a what's Brask again?
Oh, he's a Draken.
Draken. It's pin the tail on the Draken.
Oh,
yes.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Okay, pin the tail on the Draken. I like it. Okay, cool. Thank you, Will. We'll go to Ryan next then. Ryan, what did you see?
There's a pinata in the shape of Will's face.
Oh no!
there's a big old feast with like a big wild boar roasting and spinning with an apple in its mouth, and then that's inside a larger boar as well.
Okay.
There's
Big
a
old feast.
turducken sort of thing of pigs.
Sure. Yeah.
Sure. Why not?
Go for it.
Pig stuffed with pig.
Yeah. Excellent.
Pigs in blankets.
It's just an actual blanket. Cool. Unai. Something else that's happening at this party.
They are dancing the shuffle barefoot.
Okay. So
What does the shuffle look like? Sorry?
Like party rock
I'm
anthem?
familiar. I need a visual aid. I'm a visual learner.
I think we all need.
I
need
think I can do
a
it.
demonstration.
And I am barefoot, so there we go.
Yes.
Yeah.
but
I didn't mean to
Good.
actually create this pressure.
Shuffle.
Shut up.
But there's no
You know,
angles. I mean, it looks like this. But
excellent.
Yeah.
good.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to
Insights
actually
to an
pressure
eye.
you into doing that.
Good,
You
good,
know, we
good.
mentioned at the beginning about weird energy this stream.
It's nice.
Yeah. Oh,
Cool.
Adam. Sorry. Who has the inspiration token?
I was going to come back to that in a
Ooh.
second,
Right,
but
okay,
Brask has the inspiration token from his manic attitudes last session.
I thought I used it last session. I gave it to somebody because I used it to climb a building.
Yeah, you did.
You gave it to Chad. Sorry, you're
Oh.
correct.
Aw,
There it is.
damn it.
Oh,
Oh no.
That's why he was asking.
I forgot. I
He
completely
wants
forgot.
to be particularly good at pin the
Yeah.
tail on the dragon.
That was it. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, no, you gave it to him for being a flirtatious man. But anyway, back to this. Sarah, one last thing
Yeah.
that you see at the party.
Okay, so they're like children, and you know when children play like cops and robbers, it's like a game, right? But it's not cops and robbers; it's like mages and justicars. So you've got like
Ooh,
kids
yes.
playing the cast
That's a good
magic, and then like the justicars coming and like putting them on the floor and like trying to like arrest them.
Oh, that's.
And it's
Mages?
cute, but also kind of real. You know?
Justicars.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
It hits
Are
too
they-
close to home.
Are the children casting real? No. I'm
No.
not gonna
No.
go. Cool.
Excellent. Okay. That's what you all kind of as you're making your way through the street. You all see that. I also want to say one other thing. I love that big old feast table. Pebble, you being acutely aware of food and the practices of cooking and types of meat and etc. On that table, you do see, as Brian suggested, a huge boar with a boar inside of it and all this kind of ridiculousness.
Okay.
But you also see, various plants, vegetables, etc., and other meats. But something does stand out to you is it looks like a meat, but you've never seen it before. There is this kind of and there's several plates of this all the way around. It looks like kind of like pork with crackling on it.
Okay.
Apart from whereas the crackling is, it looks almost like tree bark. And the meat itself is this kind of strange, purplish color.
Hmm.
And you see that every sort of table and dish around there is just this meat available.
So it's like tree meat, which is purple inside, and on the outside is brown, dark brown.
Yeah, it's got tree bark on it. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's something you just spot at these tables. I mean, it is intermixed. That there is boar here, and there's regular meats too. It's not like it's
Yeah.
the only thing available. But it's something you spot.
It's kind of cool. Neat.
But yeah, yes. Are you still making your way a beeline to the Gilded Eel, or does Brask, having spotted a game of Pin the Tail on the Dragon, cause any change in course?
What specifically do I see?
So what you
'Cause-
see is, I imagine what it's almost like is they've made almost like a scarecrow version of a dragon. And so it's really crude. It looks like the terrible figurines of dinosaurs you sometimes see, and they've got this big straw tail, and they're trying to drive it into the tail of the dragon.
Brask is not going to read this as being a game.
Oh no.
So he may I don't know, what would he think it is? He would probably walk over like not necessarily trying to draw attention, but like almost like put his head through the crowd of the people that are watching the game. Like, is this?
Yeah, and also you're not trying to draw attention. Being a living, breathing Draken, and the model they've made is about human height. Obviously, you are not. You stand about, I think, somewhere between 6 and 7 foot tall. So a lot of them see you coming, and you see what appears to be like a sort of middle-aged man that just sees you like, is completely stunned by the sight of you. Who's just like, and he looks over to like some kids who are like, drop down. It's just a game, sir. Don't mean nothing by it.
So, you build a statue of dragons?
Yes. We were just putting the final touches on the statue. It hadn't got the tail attached yet, so we were just putting the tail on. It was nearly finished.
I'm gonna slowly sort of march towards it and like inspect it.
Yeah, you can see like the outside of it's made up of like burlap sacks that have been dyed green a little bit, and it's kind of like it's just like splodgy. There's probably like buttons for eyes. Weird bits of like, I don't know, cardboard or wood have been like painted orange to make like scales going like spines going down the back of it.
Braskell will sort of pick the tail up in one hand and just sort of jam it in place.
Yeah,
like trying to finish it off.
Yeah, you do. It doesn't take much. Like there is a big spike through the tail, like a bolt, and you just push it into the straw body of the thing, and it sticks there. It holds.
And then he'll just sort of stand back and look at it and just sort of start to laugh. This is cool. This is him being like worshipped as a hero. This is everything he's wanted. He's like, it's a bit small, but it's amazing.
Yes.
Guys, I'm glad it's to your liking. You can see the rest of you guys see this guy looking nervously around.
Chad's gonna start applauding.
Yeah.
Just like, yeah! Woo!
I'm gonna start applauding as well, but very weird, like.
Whatever the pose the statue is in, or the model is in, Brass will like emulate it. So I imagine it's a sort of like heroic pull.
Well, maybe it's
or
not
if he can, he'll
pose.
mold it into that.
Yeah, but I'd say it wouldn't be. It would be much more of a monstrous kind of pose by default. But obviously, you can start molding it towards that. It is kind of strange. This is not a like easily manipulated thing. So as you kind of start moving arms around, you hear tearing of fabric as the stitches are starting to break, like straws poking through it.
So yeah, then the one that was telling me about the game, I'm gonna like walk towards him and, in typical Brask's fashion, not mean to, but get really in his face.
Yes.
And just be like, there is something missing.
What is it?
Slowly pull out a boomerang.
Yeah.
And just sort of hold it in front of him. Like,
at this point, Harley is gonna like slowly but deliberately sort of just kind of walk to where Brask and this man is.
no Draken would be unarmed. And I'm just gonna like slap it on the back of the statue and just leave it there.
Yeah. So you kind of put the boomerang on the back of it. Which it doesn't stick there very well. It just kind of slides down. It kind of it kind of slides and spins, so it's just kind of like resting on top of the tail.
Nice.
The man you see is just
like,
like,
so it's okay. He's a friend. He's tall, but he's nice.
You can see at this point,
All but nice.
That's the opposite of small and mighty.
Oh, great.
he's tall and friendly.
Oh, I like that.
This man is just like kind of like lost for words, doesn't know what to do. But you do see kind of almost storming her way over to you. It's that matronly-looking woman that you saw at the end of last session, the one who you heard be called Victoria. Victoria.
Harley's gonna get like, if she's going for Brask, Tali's gonna like stand in the middle.
Yeah, okay. She's making way to all of you. And she's just like, sorry, who are you? What are you doing here?
Oh, we're just passing through. We didn't mean to get involved in your
She sort of
celebrations.
looks around, clearly in a mocking way, like, passing through to where exactly? This is the closed cul-de-sac.
Yeah, we have some business in the Gilded Eel, so we're just on our way there.
She just points to the town like, a closed down tavern. You have business in a closed down tavern, do you?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. This is a private function and a private street.
Okay.
It's a
You don't
private
belong
street,
here.
that's weird.
You're not locals. You don't belong here.
I hate her.
You know that Chad's gonna get involved in this.
Yes.
Chad's gonna come over. What was the name? The reporter's is it Jenny?
Jenny.
Jenny. He's about yeah, Jenny. Stay there. Yeah, just two secs. I'll handle this. Yeah. Yeah. You want to take notes? Yeah. I was gonna go over and she's like, oh hi, Victoria, was it? Oh hi. Yeah. There's obviously no trouble here. Yeah, it's all good. Might I just say a happy birthday. You look fantastic for a lady of such years.
As you're saying that, suddenly there is a movement as you watch this dragon fountain starts spinning, cuts the tail off the dragon model, hits the floor, and then flies back to Brask. You see Victoria go,
Ah!
Pretty cool, huh?
She looks you up and down, Chad, like, what are you, a teenager? I'm sorry, I don't have time for this. This is a very special day for me. This is my birthday party. The whole street has come out, the whole neighbourhood, and you don't belong here. What are you doing here?
Again, we have the. Someone has just bought the Gilded Eel, which is abandoned. Correct. We just have some business to go in there and make sure it's fit for purpose for when they want to, use it.
She looks very kind of like flummoxed. She's like, "What do you mean someone's bought the Gilded Eel? It's part of the cul-de-sac. You can't do that."
Oh well, I wasn't. We don't. Tali doesn't know. My name is Tali, by the way.
Great. You all know my name.
Oh yeah,
No,
my name's
no.
Chadronethius the 13th. Yeah, you can call me Chad, of course.
Look, we don't want any trouble. We don't want to impose on your celebrations. So
What if you don't want trouble? Come back another day. This is a special day. You don't need outsiders and interlopers coming in and messing around with our cul-de-sac. Go away.
All good. We'll be in and out.
We're
You won't
gonna
even
go to
notice.
the
You won't even notice that we're here. Yeah. Come on, guys. Let's.
I mean, look. She points to it. You can see it's the town is the pub is the derelict old building, and it's been boarded up. All the windows have been kind of wooded up and stuff. But you can see that there is like piles of like party stuff has been put against it. It's like, look, you can't even get in there right now. We're using it as a storage space.
well,
Again, come back another day. Like,
would you mind if we moved some of the supplies just so we can get
Yes.
access to the building?
yes, I would.
Chad's gonna try and turn his charm. He's already at a disadvantage. He's 19. This lady is almost 100 years older than him. But she doesn't look.
No.
How does she? She looks
She
like.
looks kind of like maybe she's kind of in her 60s or 70s. Like she's kind of matronly, but definitely not looking 111.
She looks like a Karen to me. Sorry.
Fair enough. He's gonna be like, Victoria, listen, absolutely, completely understand. It's your special day. We're here to. We're gonna. We don't want to mess around with your special day. You're clearly deserving of all this. You've got these such beautiful people around here, and I just think we just really would appreciate. We're just gonna pop over there, have a little look see, do our business and see what we can do. You may have heard of us. We're small and mighty. We're new heroes in town, and we have to serve our serve our people.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Hmm.
23.
Jesus Christ.
23.
Ooh.
Okay.
Is that
Um,
with
Not enough.
disadvantage?
Do you want me
No.
to do it with disadvantage?
No, this is
Wait, do
just
they
a
not
persuasion.
have? Oh, sorry,
No.
my brain is fine.
Okay. So yes, you know, sincerely kind of be very polite and very courteous. Like, you know how to be pleasant and polite. And you watch as this lady is having none of it.
Yes.
It's like I don't care. I don't care who you are. But as she's talking, you see someone else butts in. See a hand is put across like Victoria's like, and this one actually looks like an elderly lady. Like, this one looks to be maybe what you would think is probably in her sort of
But actually, lady.
an actually elderly lady,
Mm.
like in her sort of maybe 80s or something. But again, you don't know how old she actually is, considering everything
Yeah,
else.
yeah.
But lady was like, Victoria, dear, go sort something else out. I'll handle this. You don't need this stress from your big day. And this lady just pushes her away. It's like, go sort of the food or something.
At this point, Tali will probably take her hood down,
Mhm.
try and make a bit of a.
Shane.
This woman's like, I apologize about my daughter. She's always been a bit spoiled, that one. I think it's just so.
Your daughter.
Yes, my daughter. My name is Rosalind. How can I be of service to you today? You want to look at the
We-
pub?
We just need to go into the guild.
Sure. My daughter did not lie. It is boarded up, has been for many a year,
Mhm.
and there's a lot of stuff piled in front of the doors. But if you just want to have a little walk around the building, feel free to do so.
Well, so your daughter mentioned you're using it as a storage space. We're actually here on behalf of the next owner of the property because they had some reports of maybe people living in the abandoned building, sleeping in there.
Yeah, you know, low life squatters. You know,
No,
just typical,
just people.
riffraff,
just
you know.
no, Chad. Just people who are not as fortunate as
I'm just
some.
saying clearly not these people. These kind, rich, healthy-looking people that we've got here. You know, fellow upstanding citizens. I'm sure they don't want any riffraff weirdos living in poor weirdos living in.
Look, we don't want to.
Sorry.
see how far he can dig this hole.
Yes.
We don't want any trouble, and we don't want to kick anybody out. We just want to see if we can relocate anybody who might be staying in there. But not,
No, I can assure you, dearies, it's a very small cul-de-sac. I think I would know if anyone was living inside the pub. It's been abandoned for many years, and by all rights should belong to the cul-de-sac. I don't know who has claimed to have bought it or how.
Well, is someone called Sylvester Part House?
I'm not familiar with the name, unfortunately.
Well, I don't know.
The rest of the city has always had a little problem with our cul-de-sac.
Why? If you don't mind me asking.
No worries. Well, the cul-de-sac was, in fact, a small village before Dowbridge expanded and kind of absorbed us into it. The city grew around our village, and they've always tried to claim it with their fancy laws and policies. Well, the pub has always been here and has always been ours, unfortunately abandoned for many years, but we're just waiting till one of our own comes of age to take over the place and bring it back to life again, honestly.
Okay, well, Tali doesn't know what's going on. We just know someone is told us that they've bought it. So, can we just at least can Tali have a look in the building?
You can look around the building. As I say, the building itself is boarded up. We haven't been
Can we
in there in a
go
long
inside?
time. If you can find a way inside, all the doors and windows are boarded up. You
One
need an
second.
axe or something
Not
to
a
get in.
problem.
Isn't it
Yeah.
used as a storage
Nah.
space? Are you not
Well,
using...
around it, there's boxes and tables being stored up against it.
Right. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, that's settled then. We'll head over there now. Thank you.
Are you sure we're not going to be causing any trouble with Victoria? Again, we don't want. Charlie doesn't want to. Charlie and friends. We don't want to impose on.
A quick look won't hurt, I'm sure. Have a look around. Like I said, please don't, start chopping down boarded up doors. That might cause a scene. But
Okay,
a quick
so yes,
look.
we're not going to chop down any boarded up windows or doors.
No
That's
chopping.
very-
Yeah,
Yes. Or
of course, yeah.
breaking.
Just yanking.
No,
Yeah.
no breaking, no forceful.
I'll use my head again.
No.
Yeah,
She looks
we'll use our heads to
Yes.
to assess the situation. Yeah.
She looks at you, Tolly,
Ah!
and grabs your hand like, you seem to be the responsible one here, so I'll entrust this to you. Please don't cause a ruckus, and, well, I'll be watching. So,
I will try. Charlie will try.
Yeah. Tali and I are definitely the responsible ones. Yeah. But to have that
I'm the
acknowledged.
muscle.
Sure.
Oh. Okay.
I am
Okay.
someone.
Okay. Yeah. We'll just go. Come on, guys. She goes.
Hey, Jenny. He's gonna sort of go past Jenny. But you see, absolutely smooth sailing. It's real pros. Yeah.
you can see she is writing something down. It's like, yes, Chad, of course you handled that excellently.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She finishes writing
Absolutely.
something down.
Anyway,
Annie,
yeah.
did
we
you
go.
see the statue?
Mm-hmm.
It was
Yes, I
me.
did. Yes, Brask. Yes, it was. That was
It was small me.
yes,
But mighty.
a flattering depiction. You can see she is kind of like, almost like suspiciously. You can see she's scanning around this neighborhood. You can kind of tell that she's gone into like investigative mode. Like she's picked up on some of the oddness going on here as well, and she's just kind of looking around. But you make your way. Yeah, like it's not. Again, this is a very small cul-de-sac. You know, 2 minutes you're at the pub, if that. And when she said the Rosalind said she'll keep an eye on you, it's not hard. She can be on the other side of the cul-de-sac and she'll see you. Like, you also stick out, being armor-clad and weapon-carrying people in a town, on a cul-de-sac full of civilians.
Yep.
We make our way over to the building, which is, as described, just a rundown pub. Let me just see if there's any more details about it here. So the pub itself, all the bottom floor, every window and door has been boarded up with, parts of wood. You can see again, like tables with food on it, and like unprepared food and like cutlery and etc. being piled up against these kind of the walls and covering some of the doors in this level. The building itself is terraced. You can see that the back of it backs onto another building, which appears to be the only other like establishment in this cul-de-sac, and appears to be a butcher's shop.
Nice.
But as you're walking around, it's just this cold, old, abandoned building. There does appear to be what appears to be like a metal staircase going up to the first floor. It's like a fire escape kind of light type thing. But yeah.
Is there any so obviously we've got boarded up windows and etc. etc. But does anything look like it is either like broken and we could squeeze in, or like is anything left open, like is that fire door open, or could it
Roll your perception check.
perception, or I would
Perception. Or investigation, I'll let you do either or, actually.
Perception's fine, that's good.
Fair enough.
A 23.
23, okay.
Jesus.
So as you kind of make your way around, as I say, the building itself is back to back with a butcher's, so there's only 3 sides of the building you can look at. Again, every door and window on the bottom floor is boarded up fairly sturdily. None of it looks to be damaged, no cracks in it, no holes. What does stand out to you is that the door at the top of the sort of that metal exterior staircase, that door isn't boarded up. That is just a heavy metal door.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
One second.
Can we?
You'd also probably see that there is a chimney at the top, but again, no smoke or anything coming out of it.
Is the metal door facing the party or not? I completely missed that.
You're kind of walking around the building, so you can,
It's like-
you can easily have it face you.
You have to go up some stairs, and there's like.
Yeah.
I mean, would the party see that we are going?
Sorry,
on?
I see what you're saying. When you said party, I thought you meant as in you guys.
Oh no,
the party.
Yeah, the festivity.
Yes, it probably would be to a certain degree.
Oh shit.
So the fire escape. So if you've got the front of the pub faces basically the entrance to the cul-de-sac, which is where the majority of the party is. The exterior is on the right wall, the
Okay.
right-hand side wall of the building. So it's kind of a little bit around the side, but there's some. It would be in the sight of some people.
Well,
Ay, ay,
it looks
ay.
like maybe there's a door that's not blocked. Maybe we should just knock, like if it's someone living there. I also have to make our way up the
Yep.
stairs.
How large are the stairs? Because like fire escape stairs are often quite tiny.
So these aren't actually fire escape stairs. These would be they would be wide enough for brass to fit.
Oh.
Okay, cool.
They weren't designed for health and safety because the low bank doesn't care about that. They are designed to be an exterior staircase, so they are wide enough for people to comfortably walk up and down. You walk up them. These stairs are very not rickety, but they are very like noisy and rusty. You as you step in, you hear like that probably like tang tang tang,
Oh dear.
and you hear like the sound of creaking. If anyone who's looking, you can see again. Rosalind is just watching you walk up the stairs in the distance.
Rosalind is mad sus.
In fact, actually, what a
I'm
passive
gonna have a little.
perception.
I'm gonna do a little wave to
Okay.
to
Oh,
Rosalind.
in that case, actually, if you're just directly looking at her, you do notice that she's moved a little bit and she's talking to what appears to be like some strapping young lads from the town, and she's kind of like talking to them and like pointing your direction, like making them aware of you.
Something's gonna happen.
Excellent. Does she wave back?
I'll roll for it. Hold on, let's have a look.
Yes, roll
does,
a wave
she does.
check. What?
She sees you and she's just. You can see what. You roll me an insight check. See if you can spot something.
6.
Can I roll? an
No,
insight check?
it's fine. This is just a wave.
Yeah, go for it. Roll me an insight
To
check.
see, like,
Pebble is gonna be
I'm
too
trying.
focused on the door.
That's fine.
Oh, I didn't get much better.
6.5.
Well.
Sorry. 12. Did you
12.
No.
That was fun. You see that when she's talking to these strapping young lads, it's kind of a rather dour expression on her face.
hmm.
And when she turns to look at Chad, that warm, friendly smile she
Mm.
spoke to you comes back to her face, and she's just like waves again.
Are these the young lads? Are they armed in any way?
They don't look armed, but they look like maybe they kind of like woodsmen or something like that, or craftsmen. They kind of they look,
Oh, they are hint.
but they don't appear to have weapons on them. No one in the town seems to have any weapons.
Oh dear.
But yeah, you make your way up again, clanging up this staircase as you go. Get to the top, and yeah, you see this kind of like riveted, like kind of dark grey iron or steel door at the top.
Can I knock on it?
You knock on it. Bang, bang, bang. You can hear this kind of echoing sound.
So I was like, hello? Is anybody in there?
Roll me a perception check.
Ooh. Seven.
7,
11.
11. Let me just check something.
She'll probably introduce herself, you know? That makes it.
Fine. You call out your name then.
Yeah, it's like, is anybody that. My name. I'm Tali. We just wanted to see if anybody's here.
You shout out.
And
Your
we
voice
hear-
sort of rings out as much as it can. You don't hear anything.
Damn it! I was expecting no one's here. That does it.
It's been
Comedy.
amazing.
Piss off! No. No, there's no sound.
Can Brass like press his nose up against the crack in the door frame and
Yeah.
give an
As you gotta
almighty whiff?
As you got to press up the nose against, like actually there is like a keyhole, so you can do it against the keyhole. But yeah, I'll let you roll. Yeah, roll me a perception check.
Perception. And we got a big 6.
Oh, wow.
man.
You just get the smell of iron, just like rusted iron, just kind of fills your nostrils as you sniff deeply into this keyhole.
Good.
Braska's a bit embarrassed by that, so he's gonna pretend like he smelled something interesting and just be like,
What did you?
Scratching his chin.
Brass, did you get anything?
I got confused. Sorry.
I got something.
Okay.
What is there anybody in there? Do you think?
Oh, is that what we're doing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Oh
right.
dear.
We're just trying to see if there's anybody in there because that's where we come to sort of talk to them.
Yeah, that was okay.
So you didn't get anything?
I think there may be some metal inside.
Good job.
Okay, that's good. That's good to know.
Jenny, it's really important that on any mission that we use all of our senses to do proper reconnaissance. You know, it's all part of the service. You know.
Yeah, no, we've all got.
Sorry, I was going to say, with that, Brask licks the door.
Yes. Yes.
And with your multi-sensory investigations, have you found out if that door is blocked or locked? Because if it's
preliminary
locked,
steps, you know.
I can pick locks.
Oh.
You are
Well,
naughty.
let's just. Okay, look. Let's just look. I don't. We don't.
Sorry.
She looks very perturbed when you say that.
We don't necessarily want to, break and enter if someone's living here. That'd be a little rude. But it's good to know that you have.
Just let you know if you need it.
Yes.
But if it's blocked, then it doesn't matter anyway.
Can we look through the keyhole?
You have a look for the keyhole, right? Right.
Because no one's answered, but yeah.
Roll me a perception check.
Come on. That's another 11.
11. Okay.
Yep.
Looking through, it is very dark inside. There is no lights. You can see probably from what seems to be every door and window is boarded up. There's completely black inside, but you do kind of obviously you have dark vision, and I think you're about to.
I do.
Dank vision.
I have real good dark vision.
Yes, because
Up to
you're
300 feet.
excellent dark
Dad
vision.
vision.
You do see that through the keyhole. You can see that there's at least isn't something on the other side of the keyhole. You can see through to what appears to be some sort of landing.
Okay.
It's very hard, obviously.
Okay.
You can see what appears to be like a wooden landing, and then maybe it drops off into maybe a common room, not dissimilar to the Five Fellows. But you can see like it's almost like an upstairs hallway. You see a couple of doors maybe off to the side, on the opposite that balcony, and then you can just see on the far side what appears to be a stack of logs, maybe.
Okay.
Okay.
But that doesn't give you any information of whether it's blocked.
What does it look to lived in? Like, does it look like are there sort of like furnishings or like
Ashes
everyone
by the
lifestyle.
fireplace.
had food here or something or like
Not-
anything?
At least not from this. Like this appears to be a hallway, effectively, that you're looking into. You can see that there isn't like. There's probably like a carpet that's been tousled and moved to the side, which could suggest recent life or could suggest the last people here. There is layers of dust everywhere from what you can see. It's really hard from looking for a
Yeah.
keyhole. You can't tell. This is, you think, not the right room to look in to kind of get that sense.
Okay.
Is the door open? Can we open the door? Is it locked?
You're gonna try and like push it?
Yeah, and she's gonna call out like, we're not sure if anyone's in there, but we're just gonna try and open the door just to check. Just like announcing what she's doing.
Yep. Give it a little push.
Does it open inwards? That's like advantageous.
No, but when you push it, it has a little bit of a give.
Oh.
It does hit something what appears to be maybe like a lock or something, but there is a little bit of a give, as if like a door rattling in its lock.
Or do the boyos, do the fellas clock on straight enter?
Just pushing the door. It's, you know.
Yeah. You can see that as you look back, you see Rosalind has gone somewhere else now, but those two lads are still watching you. But keeping their distance for now.
Chad's gonna give them a little salute.
They don't salute back.
Oh dear. Okay. I want Pebble is nice. Is there any other gap that Pebble can look through, potentially between the boarded
Well, yeah, I was kind of gonna say
window?
I kind of want to see because Tali has dark vision, which I forgot would be useful here. Can
Pebble
she
doesn't
go and
have
look
it, right? Okay.
in like the windows?
So when you looked at the windows, you saw that they're all boarded up. They were route cracks.
All of them?
Yes.
There were what?
Yeah.
Cracks?
No cracks.
How is that
Every single
possible?
one. You see that the way they've been boarded up is it's not like a series of boards. It's like
it's
one
just like
big
a-
sheet of wood.
Right.
And it kind of, as you're kind of looking at it, it does start to occur to you more and more. Like this isn't probably in your time in Dowage, you probably have seen a few abandoned buildings, and they are boarded up. But usually, it's a crappy job.
Yeah.
There are usually cracks. People don't care too much about abandoned buildings. This is starting to get the sense that this is almost like purposely, completely oblique.
I
They
mean,
made the windows.
Definitely.
And we see from here, can we get a gauge on how wide the chimney is? You mentioned there was a chimney.
Yeah, it's a chimney. Roll me a perception check.
Mm.
Because yes, there is a chimney, but let's have a look how big it is.
That's a 10.
10, okay. It's hard to tell about getting on the roof, which obviously we give it a lot of attention. But I kind of guess you think maybe a person might fit through it.
Maybe a pebble might fit through it.
Maybe.
I was. I mean,
Pebble. You've had a number of jobs. Understand. This is Chad. This is Chad realizing that he actually doesn't know anything about Pebble. You've been a chimney sweep before. I take it.
No, but okay. I see what you're thinking, and I don't dislike it.
Right. Yeah. Would you be able to? Would you consider?
Yes. Pebble is finding his like bearings around, like how to climb up or something, and also
Pebble,
I'm checking my spells.
Brask will immediately just lift him.
Wait, Pebble. Tali's gonna try and to touch him, and say kind of like Intin, like please share my sight, and so I'm doing Eyes of Night, which will share the dark vision that Tali has with Pebble. So when he goes in, he'll be able to see.
As soon as Pebble gets the dark vision, something clicks in his mind. He looks through the peephole.
Yeah.
He sees. Does he see as much of the room as he needs to teleport there?
Oh.
Chimney would be easier.
Yeah, you would. You can see enough of the room to
Boy.
looking through that. You see the same sort of thing. Like, roll me a perception check anyway. Let's see if you see anything more or less entirely. But at the very least, you would see the floor, that sort of balcony kind of landing.
So I rolled a 13.
13, okay. So you see something very similar to what Tali saw. You see the landing, you see that kind of tussle carpet, you see a couple of rooms to the side, that kind of drop, which is probably into like a common area of the pub. And you see again that stack of logs on the other side of the room. But yeah, you think you've seen enough to teleport.
But Pebble doesn't know that this. I want to play it this way. So Pebble suddenly gains dark vision, which is apparent, right? When you get it. I don't know. I'm gonna play like that.
It's one of the things where it would be apparent if you, when you're in the darkness, you would be apparent. But in the daylight, like you are now, it's probably not so apparent. But you would.
This has happened before. Tali has done this with
Yes.
people before, so you do
so I wouldn't
recognize
know.
what she
Okay.
has said.
You are aware. You are aware.
I'm aware of what Tali has done. So I'm
Yes.
like, ooh, I'm curious. I tell Tali like, ooh, now I can see what you saw there, and I get another peep. As I'm peeping, it's like, oh my God, we don't know if the chimney is blocked. Those people are looking at
Oh
us.
well, we could check first.
I get nervous Pebble gets nervous. It's like, oh, if only, and then it happens, and I teleport there.
So what are you casting?
Misty Step.
Excellent.
Level 2. Well, I
that's
mean,
fine.
no, Misty Step level 1 because it's a second level. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, you cast it at second level because
Yeah,
it's second level.
no,
spell. That's fine.
That's what
So you watch as Pebble is kind of looking around, suddenly she just turns into
Yes.
like a puff of dust.
well, that's
And then
essentially
you
it.
do arrive in there. I just need to check something quickly.
Pebble!
How much
As soon as he disappears, Brask will just yell at the top of his voice, Pebble!
No, Brass.
Well, first of all,
we don't want to take. How's those guys looking who are just staring at us? Definitely have seen us just cast magic.
hold on. Before anything else happens, Pebble, please roll me a wild magic dice.
That's true. Just like
Ooh!
We're calling it. Oh, I see. We are calling it like that now. Not like roll me a d20 or anything.
the secret's out.
I think
Secrets
it's
out. Yeah. Oh fuck.
At least we have this giant metal door in the
I-
way.
I
so that
rolled-
we're not gonna get.
I rolled
the
a.
number?
I rolled a 2.
2. Okay, wild magic time.
Oh, boy.
Please roll me a d12.
Yes.
He goes inside and then becomes gigantic and just explodes the building.
It's that or he sets fire to it.
5.
But we have this giant door. Okay.
What'd you roll?
5.
5.
Oh no, I forgot this.
Okay, this is interesting. I'm gonna send you a message about
Good.
what happens here
All right.
Oh!
because I want you to know what this is. I don't want anyone else to know what this is at the moment.
Yes.
Because this is a pretty interesting effect considering what you've just done.
Oh, it was like the plant one that we just don't hear from him for a while.
Let's quick switch.
Spoilers.
Shush.
Ba-ba-ba-ba.
Oh, this is great. What a moment.
As you're messaging, yeah, outside, Brask is like, it's almost like he's been Thanos snapped away. Like I'm trying to like scoop up the dust.
Oh.
No,
Like-
Brask, it's okay. It's
Pebble!
okay.
Thank you.
He's like, remember, maybe he's probably just, you know, got inside.
So yes, so Pebble, you hear coming from outside, you hear Brass shouting out, "Pebble! Pebble!"
Okay.
But you hear no response outside.
Out of the peephole.
Yeah, can I look in the keyhole? Again?
Well,
Well, shit's about
Give
to
me the
get
time.
soapy.
Hold on. Well, first of all, you guys were looking at the guys.
That's true. That's true.
So, I'll have you roll me a perception check, please.
Okay. It's really awkwardly turn around like, hey.
Have you seen The Mummy recently? Because part of me wants it
Which
to
one?
be like sand instead of mist. The good
Right.
one, the 99 one, where the mummy enters the room through the keyhole as sand, as misty sand, and then he was like,
Yeah, no, quite. You just didn't.
I did not
Oh.
get good perception. I got a 8.
Hey, okay. You're kind of distracted. You're trying to look over there, and you see Brass shouting out. You're kind of
Yep.
distracted. What you also, the one thing that kind of catches your attention, definitely, Tali, is Jenny furiously writing down notes.
oh dear.
Jenny,
Jennifer. Sorry.
let me see.
What?
Let me see.
Don't you have to look for Pebble right now?
Oh, tension.
I'll look for Pebble. Ladies, I'll let you.
I'll let you bond.
this.
That's good. The good friends you are.
Yeah. He doesn't want to get involved in that discussion. So he's gonna try and take Tali's place to have a look through the peephole, because he can also see in
Oh.
Oh.
it's
Okay.
in darkness.
Hang on, is this a new development? Oh, I should
No.
have
No.
noticed that.
No, Chaz would have to do that for a while. It
Cool.
is just unusual for a human. Almost as if it's
how
a power.
So severe.
Anyway,
Yeah.
yes. So Chad, you put your eyes up to the keyhole, and I think you are surprised by pink bubbles floating out of the keyhole.
One of the big
Towards
bubbles
your
hits
face.
your eye, and it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
I don't know
soapy.
what I expected. Right.
Can
That
you-
makes-
This is why we call him
But-
Bubble.
Yeah.
Lol.
Yeah.
Can you see me freaking out a little bit? Like,
Yeah. So what you see is, as you look through the bubbles, amongst the bubbles, as they're kind of, you see Pebble trying to shout,
but
trying
not.
to shout out to you guys,
Oh.
and you see pink bubbles are coming out of his mouth instead when he shouts, but no sound.
Oh, I see.
Right.
Okay.
Chad's gonna immediately turn to Jenny, like, Jenny, how quickly can you pick locks?
Jenny, no, hang on, wait, no. I want to see what she's written.
Tali, we need to get this door open now.
Why? What's wrong?
Pebble is a bubble bath.
How many bubbles are we talking?
What do you mean?
Pebble literally needs us right now.
I'm gonna.
Does he look like he's in pain?
Does not look like he's not in pain.
No, Pebble is not in pain, but how does he express this to ease the
Well, I
situation?
mean, Chad is no longer looking at you, so Chad has taken
Oh.
from
Yeah.
what he's
Chad-
seen.
I've just seen that
Chad.
you're spewing.
We may
Yeah.
have drawn the attention of, the party, so I don't want to do anything else, like breaking and entering into a building that they don't want us to go into. Just not right this second.
Okay. How long can you hold your breath, Tali? Because I imagine it's probably longer than Pebble can hold his breath.
I don't know.
Oh, screw
This
this.
is great.
Right. Chad's gonna immediately start trying to break the door down. And
That's
probably
will
ask.
immediately join him as well.
Yes.
No, fine, Jenny, fine, Jenny, can you
I-
please?
Yes, it's fine. Fine. She just shoves her notes into your hands, seeing the
Aha!
sensitivity of the situation. She's like, yeah, fine, read them. She just rummages in a bag and pulls out what appears to be these kind of like lock picks and pick locks. And
Tali's gonna try and stand like behind Jenny in a way to like obscure
Yep.
what she's doing.
that's fine. Are you looking at her notes at all, or just holding on to them?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, they've got this. I've got a couple of seconds. I got a little bit of time. Let's have a little skim read.
As you can read them quickly. What languages do you speak?
Ooh. Celestial, Common, Infernal, and Sylvan.
You do not understand the languages is written.
Okay, then we're just gonna put them in my pocket.
It's just written. It's not like an ancient
like how-
language. It's just journalistic
I
shorthand.
like how annoyed. I like how annoyed Tali is now.
So they're my notes now.
But you watch as quickly Jenny gets to work with the lockpicks and like sticks them in, and then just it's like and you can hear her muttering under her breath, like, "Don't know we do this in broad daylight, but here we go." And then click, you hear a little click, like, "There you go, all yours."
Except, can
Steps
you imagine the click is the clong? It's like a metallic, huge clong.
Yeah, it probably is a fairly loud metallic.
Oh
clong.
no, we're going into
Thank you
trouble.
very much, Jenny. Straight in.
And I'm like,
Charge.
It's right
Bubble.
behind Chad.
Pebble, you're probably a little bit surprised by this because you're standing by the door and suddenly the door swings open.
Yeah.
You're not going to take damage or anything.
Pebble-
You just kind of get like thrown back a little bit.
Pebble
as
tries
you
saying, what was the point of all that?
Yeah. But as you step back, the creaky floorboard beneath you hear that.
Oh, God.
As you step on the creaky
That's
floorboard.
not a good look.
Chad's immediately going into partly showing off for Jenny, partly showing off for everyone into like hero mode.
Yeah.
Like, Pebble, are you okay? And it's gonna try and sort of like bundle him down and like
Can I
maybe
do a
try and do
medicine
some
check?
kind of
Yeah, you can do medicine.
Force them into the
Be
recovery
like, is
position.
he
Yeah.
fine? Is Pebble fine, or is he actually dying?
Do a medicine check. Or insight, either one.
Well, I mean, I gestured that I'm fine.
Insight. That's
I gestured
Yeah,
that
no,
I'm fine.
But this is for Tali to understand what you're
Yeah,
gesturing.
yeah, of course.
a 7.
7. You're not sure. You can see bubbles coming out of his mouth. Chad is. Pebble is trying to explain something, but Chad is fussing over him. And Pebble's
Oh,
not
yeah.
getting his explanation out.
Oh dear.
Oh, Jenny, do you have a pen and a paper for?
Sure, just take all my equipment. Why not?
Okay.
Just hands you the pen and
Thank
paper.
you. I'll give it back. He can't talk, so we're just trying to figure out what's going on.
I thought you were gonna
Hands.
practice a tracheotomy on me. I was like, oh, no.
Hands into Pebble.
Cool.
So you, Kevin,
I write-
pencil and paper.
You okay?
In the most beautiful script that you can imagine, I write. No, actually, no. In Pebble script, I write. I'm fine.
Tali just stares like death stare at Chad. He's
How-
fine.
I'm as relieved as everybody else is. I mean, my goodness. What a relief. But you know, Jenny, this is what happens when we stick together and we work together. You know, everyone's fine.
At
so,
one
yeah.
point, Tally's gonna punch Chad. Sorry, but yes.
Tali's like, Pebble, I'm really. Tali is very glad that you're okay. Just, this is a bit much. I just need to check, and Tali's gonna walk back out to check those boyos.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I
Well,
thought you were moving further into the room, into like a
No,
pillow
she wants to
and
see, like,
shouting
are they coming over, like, are they like, what the fuck the hell has happened, or are they
Yeah.
just like, okay.
Yeah. Well, I will say, as you're waking awake, I think you have pretty decent passive perception. You do hear a sound of movement on the floor beneath you.
Oh, but what? The floor under.
Beneath.
Me.
Oh.
You're on the first floor.
Sorry, I'm
On the ground
Spanish.
floor,
I don't
you hear
understand
someone
the word beneath.
We all hear
It's
that.
fine.
Anyone who's got a passive perception that's 10 or higher,
Okay.
which I think should be most of you.
10 or higher.
Yes, it's not a subtle sound. There's this kind of loud shuffling of movement downstairs.
Where is that? Oh, passive perception.
You probably
Passive
do.
wisdom.
13.
12.
12 then, yeah. I think it's Christina who's the one who doesn't hear it.
Oh.
Um,
Excuse me.
As you look
I
around,
got-
by the way, you find that Christina isn't with you. You
Oh.
think she might be off still at the party.
Fair enough. She's distracting the rest of the party.
What she did, she cast disguise self on herself and turned into a local and is now just drinking and eating with them.
Neat.
She's one of the hench dudes.
Yeah.
Oh,
There is
yes.
something very convenient about Christina is that she can cast disguise self at will, which actually means it's very easy for me to play her because I can just push her off into other places or
Nice.
make her into other characters. The variety isn't here.
Okay.
Hench person Christmas.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah, always a variation on Christmas.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got a natural 1 on my perception.
Natural one, okay.
I'm like
yeah.
frantically.
As you're kind of making your way out to look out the window, you hear that creak from downstairs, and now you're
Yeah.
worried about who's in the building and moving.
Pebble is
Okay.
gonna check again. I'm sorry, Pebble is nervous about what's happening outside. Or shall we try? Maybe Pebble tries
Actually-
closing the door, locking it from the inside.
Are you all inside now?
Well,
yeah.
I guess if Tali was if the natural 1 is Tali being distracted, Tali would then, instead of going outside, call out like, "Oh no, sorry, hello, we're just here to talk." Tali from outside. We just came in to check if you were okay.
You, after hearing that movement downstairs, you hear nothing more.
Chad's gonna draw his sword and get his shield off his back.
Chad,
Just,
what are you doing?
just being
Brass.
careful, you know.
Let's go follow his
No,
lead.
put it,
Yeah.
put it away. What
Pebble
happens
takes
if
out
we
a
go down
spoon.
there? We go down there, and there's someone who's just living their life, and we go down there with swords. Chad, how would
I
you
will-
feel if a group of people approached you with swords?
I also will say, now that you have the door open, so daylight's pouring into this landing, you do see, again, a rickety kind of like upstairs landing. There looks like to be 2 or 3 doors on one side leading into other rooms. The doors are closed. Then at the very end, there's a set of stairs that go down to like a main open space
Cool.
where originally, drinks and patrons would have been. But again, you see that pile of logs at the end of this landing. Except, looking at them closer, they're not logs. You
Oh,
see
no.
that bark is on one side of them, but the other side is that kind of purplish meat color.
Oh.
And very clearly, each of these logs, and there's about 5 of them, has what appears to be a clawed hand at the end.
Oh.
As it appears to be a stack of arms.
Nice. That's what they were eating.
Pebble
Is
said
that
out
what?
loud.
Is that,
Oh yeah, because only Pebble knows that, right?
Pebble particularly spotted it, but I'll say you can all
Well,
notice it if you want to.
Pebble writes, that's what they are eating at the feast. And puts the note, like, as a post-it note on the arms. Bonk. This is one. Nice.
We're all inside, right?
Yes.
Tali's just gonna close the door.
Yeah.
Roll an inside check. No, sorry.
Hey,
Tali's gonna close the door.
Mm-hmm.
we're back into. Can we all see in the dark?
I think yes. Now
Lucas
that Pebble is in the
Brass.
dark, you can all see in the dark.
Brass
Oh, maybe not
is-
Jenny. Oh no, Jenny's our elf as well. Yeah, she's fine. You're fine. Everyone can see in the dark.
Okay, that's nice.
I think we should go downstairs.
Yeah,
Can we lock this door though behind us, so just while we figure out what's going on?
Maybe Jenny can.
I can try and unpick the lock, relock it. Give me a moment. She gets her tools out again, starts trying to unlock it to see how she does that. Yeah, she locks it. You hear the conk noise, like,
Good.
there we go.
Great.
Now,
Can Chad do? Chad has disadvantage on stealth. Chad's gonna want to try. So what Chad wants to do is go, because this is like the landing sort of goes around. If I understood it right, there's like an open area.
yes.
In the middle, and this landing goes around the outside of it, and we're on one side, and the arms are on the other.
So the landing doesn't go like, it's not like a square landing. The landing is like a rectangle. So from the iron door, it goes all the way to the end of the other side of the building. At that point, there's a staircase that goes straight down.
Right. Okay. Cool. So
But
it's
the
not
arms
like I
aren't
can
on
go-
the staircase.
Cool. So it's not like I can go round to the other side and
No.
and stuff,
If you want to go down to the other side of the building, you need to go down the stairs towards the open space.
or drop down.
Or just drop down, yes.
Sure. Chad's gonna try and do a stealth anyway.
Okay. So roll me stealth with disadvantage.
Advantage. That's a 5.
Yep, okay.
So
So as you're walking along in your heavy armor, sword and shield out, you step on one part of this landing, and it just gives way. It just cracks. As
Christ.
you fall
Wow.
to the floor beneath.
Jeez.
It's not high enough that you take any damage, but you just hit the floor, just clang,
Yeah.
ground beneath.
Chad, are you okay?
Am I
Bubbles
okay?
come out of.
You're shaken, and you step up. It seems like the board here, some sort of rot or something maybe kicked in, and it wasn't sturdy enough to take the weight of an armored individual.
Yeah, I mean, I was planning on doing something similar to this anyway, so it works out really well.
And as you sort of stand up and you're saying that to everyone, you just hear a voice bellow out from another room, which is like, "Leave Wolf alone!" And then, Chad, a chair is thrown at you.
Ooh!
Leave your what alone?
They leave
Leave well
Wario
enough
alone.
alone.
Oh.
Leave
what?
Wario alone!
Wario!
Well enough.
Are we at
What a
Wario's
crossover.
warehouse?
Nice.
I'll let you
He's gonna
interpret
eat
what
us.
you heard.
Luigi's
Okay.
Mansion.
Oh no, it's okay. I have the perfect spell for this
Let's see what
situation.
this is. So, oh yeah, that's a 20 to hit.
Fucking
Oh,
hell.
he does hit.
Oh
Yeah.
no! Wait, 12 is okay. That's not natural though.
No, not natural, just 20.
Ooh, gonna take like a lingering injury from a chair.
No, that's fine. But you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as a chair is thrown at you from somewhere in the
I'm
darkness.
guessing we see this.
Now,
Oh, you see a chair being thrown at Chad
I mean,
Can I
from
just
what
double
appears to be
check?
like a room, sort of maybe where the bar is, kind of that direction.
Can I just double check? This isn't the type of... So, with Shield Master Evasion,
Yep.
an effect that allows half damage on success,
Yeah,
that's
not one
for
of those.
stuff like magic attacks.
Magic, basically like a fireball, like an explosion. If you make
Just
a
checking.
dexterity saving throw, unfortunately not when a chair's being thrown directly at you.
No, that's fine. I take 5 points, did you say?
5 points of bludgeoning damage.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Ouchie! Sorry.
Oh, guys, might want to come down.
Oh, Charlie is jumping down before. Like
Yeah.
as soon as the chair hits Chad, Charlie's jumping down because I want to cast a spell.
I like how it's like,
well-
Chad is like, well, yeah, ouch, I guess.
Well, what I was going to say actually,
Ow.
I think before anyone can do anything else, I'm going to get everyone to roll initiative. But
Yes.
how about we take our break now, and then
Yes.
we'll come back
Good
Very
idea.
good.
in a bit.
So let's take, what do we say, 15 minutes? Or
Yeah, do
10?
15 minutes, so back at
Yeah.
20.
Yeah, 20 past. Okay. Oh, no. Sorry.
No?
Oh my god, okay, I've jumped out to 1899. What?
Oh boy, that's a very long
Been
break.
thrown through time
Yeah.
to the year
Yeah,
1899.
like, legit, yeah.
I was a D&D player in the year
Good.
2021 when I
So-
fell through a crack in
Alright,
time.
now it's
Now I'm
safe,
a
don't
policeman
worry.
in 18.
I need to do this, and now the countdown should be good. Sorry for that, and see you in 15 minutes.
See you in a bit.
See you in a bit.
Bye.
Right, and we're back.
Yes,
Jumping
we
back
are.
in.
Great timing, Bruce.
There's Bruce.
Just wanted to join in.
Yeah. Bruce, what's your initiative? No. We are jumping right back into combat, so I'll get some initiatives, please. Chad
Yes.
Prometheus.
I didn't
Guy,
roll.
you just got hit by a chair.
Being hit by a child, 12.
12. It's pretty fast for a guy who just got hit by a chair.
Yep.
Tali.
Yeah, I have advantage on because
You do.
of the Vigilant Blessing. I need to actually roll the dice though. It would help.
Things that we could have done during our break, but we just didn't.
Yeah. A
Yeah.
5.
5.
Yeah.
Yay!
B-Rask got a big 4.
Nice.
4. Pebble.
Unnatural 20.
Ooh, 20.
Oh, hello, Bruce.
Oh, I've just realised I should have put Jenny on this.
Cover up my wires.
Someone roll me a d20, please. Oh, we'd use that for
I
Jenny.
can.
Good.
Can someone roll me 20, please? D20. Same with Jenny's
do.
initiative.
You have a big... a 1.
I was gonna say, I
Excellent.
didn't want to roll because I've been rolling terribly, but that's what's
Oh,
like,
well.
ooh,
Okay. As a good reporter, she's going to go last, and she's going to observe. That works out very well.
Okay.
She's the
Well,
Watcher.
Yes. Well, at the beginning, it is Pebble.
Jesus, I don't.
So
I,
you've
Pebble
just
doesn't
seen
even know
Chad
what to do.
fall through the landing, hit the floor, stand up. I think it's slammed from the side by a
Oh.
chair, and something yelling out. You don't see the thing.
But I have dark vision now.
You do have dark vision, yet you still don't see the thing.
Do I see the thing? Oh, I don't.
Nope. Nope.
Isn't it,
Basically,
is it because
on the
it's far
lower
away?
floor, there's this kind of open common space, which is where Chad had landed.
Uh.
There is a bar, and then there's a room behind the bar, and that's where the chair was thrown out of the other room.
Nice targeting. Okay. Pebble. I don't know what Pebble is gonna do. I haven't even thought. Da-da-da-da. I like the music, by the way. Pebble is gonna.
Cat cam, cat cam.
I don't know
Oh,
what Pebble's
big
gonna
beat.
do, man.
I so wish I would be able to get a cat in my. So hope I'll be able to get one in my new flat.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if
have this
Pebble
one.
starts
Yeah,
repairing the
I'll
chair?
take Bruce.
Got spare.
Ah, what do you do, Pebble?
That's a very good question, Adam. Pebble is confused. It's super effective.
I mean, you can always do something like make your way downstairs and then wait for more information.
Yeah,
like,
actually,
you know,
I'm not even gonna expeditiously
You might
do
see
that.
more if you go downstairs. Cause right now
Pebble,
you're-
Pebble's gonna go downstairs, try to not be. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
I will just ask you to make an acrobatics or athletics check to see if you can jump over the landing that Chad made.
All right, I'm gonna make acrobatics because I'm more
That's fine.
proficient in it.
Yeah, that's why I gave you the option.
Wow, unnatural 20 again.
Okay, great. So yeah, you just easily just jump over that, and you make your way around, and then using
And the
all your
monster
movement,
uploads. Sorry.
you make it down the bottom of the stairs.
Cool.
What you can do at this point, like if you're not sure what you want to do, you can either hold an action, go, well, if I see an enemy creature, I attack it, or alternatively, you can take the dodge action, which means things have disadvantage to hit you.
I will dodge. So
Yeah.
would I know? Well, I mean, yeah, the dodge action is like putting it into context. It's just like Pebble realizes that the chair came from there, therefore he's gonna
So
make
basically, you're
ways.
ducking, or you're like
yeah.
finding a table and getting behind it. You're
Yeah.
taking some form of defensive maneuver.
Cool,
Essentially.
cool. Yeah, that's exactly what
Okay,
I want.
so, good, cool. Okay, that's the end of your turn. It's now the hidden friend's turn.
Yes, friend is the key word here because we don't want to kill it.
Sure.
Right, guys?
I don't want to kill anyone.
It's okay, Tali can heal it.
Sounds like it might be able to heal itself.
That's also true.
Oh, also, apparently there was a call for people to see my t-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is lit.
Hey, oh, this is lovely.
It's
I remember that.
designed in part by
We created it.
Ryan.
Small mighty
and-
created it.
Ryan, did you do the picture and the caption?
I think I just did the caption.
Who did the picture?
Recall.
The picture
a
may have been
mystery,
Phil actually, who might be
Could
in
be
the
Phil.
chat. I don't remember. Well, Phil is somewhere.
Fair.
Cool.
Anyway,
He's in here.
He's in our hearts.
In our hearts.
In our sternum.
You hear once again coming from the side room. You just hear like, "Leave Wolf alone!" And you hear this kind of horrible, like hackling noise, like,
Oh no.
and you just see flying out of this room what appears to be a globule of mucus heading towards you, Chad.
What color?
hey,
Sorry. What
You're the
color?
only.
It's important.
You have no light. Like, you're now in the darkness.
Oh,
With your
I
dark
see,
visions,
I
you
see.
can't discern color. So
You can see if
okay.
it's light or dark though. Like if it's like more whitish, it will be lighter, and if
Well,
it's
that's true.
more darkish,
Um,
it will be
This is
shaded.
like
does
petrol.
a 19 hit you, Chad?
it does hit
Oh
me.
my god,
Okay, great.
Chad.
You just get
Jesus
hit, like,
Christ.
and you watch as and you pull your shield up,
Yeah, yeah.
but actually it goes right through your legs, and you watch as this globule of like mucus just kind of like catches around your legs, and you feel it sticking you to the floor.
Oh no.
You've been hit by a
Spider
snot
nurse.
shot,
Snapshot. Yes.
Oh boy.
Snapshot.
and you're currently restrained. As this is like
Oh.
climbing up your armor and like getting
Oh
you.
god, that's so gross.
And then
I
you
love
see
it.
coming out of the shadow, charging towards you, it's like this lumbering creature.
Oh no.
And it is very strange because as there's a little bit of sunlight coming in from the doorway, but it's very dark. You're having trouble placing this creature because it seems like almost like the shadows are clinging to it. It's just this large shadowed creature just charging towards you. But you can make out very clearly these large fists as it runs towards you and just goes to deck you with a fist.
Oh my god.
You're restrained, so this has advantage.
Hi,
You've fallen
Chad.
into a rancor pit.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
So first one is 19 to hit.
Yep. Trinity, help!
Yay.
Jennifer, look away! First one is 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Fucking hell.
Jesus Christ.
And then it comes in for a second one.
Oh no.
Lord.
Second attack is a 21.
Yeah.
And that is 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Fucking hell.
Just a boom, boom.
This is
Whoa!
Wait, you said there was 10 points of
10 on the
damage?
second attack, yeah.
Jesus
God.
Christ.
Has Chad fainted? Like a Pokemon?
No, Chad's
Does
alive.
it look
Chad's still combat.
bloodied?
Mm. How
I
does
would
he
say
look?
bloodied.
I mean,
I would
well, it's
certainly
not.
say-
It's really no surprise because in the sidebar we can see.
Yeah, it
you
doesn't.
know,
It doesn't. But it
it's-
doesn't have the sidebar doesn't seem to be updating. Sad.
Oh,
Still, it
that's
says
the
that
kind
chapter on
of
30 and
mystery.
30 should
Yeah,
be
I
updated.
I
completely
like
forgot
it.
to mention that. We're testing out D&D Beyond's overlay, so
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you're watching us on Twitch, you'll be able to see some health bars and you can click through the character sheets and stuff.
Yeah, you
But anyway,
hover over.
that is
That's
this
something.
strange
isn't it?
assailant turn. Chad, it's now your turn. You've just been beaten by these huge fists of this. Again, even when the thing's close to you, it's just shadows are clinging to it. It's very hard to make out details of the thing. But you are very clearly covered in snot and mucus, and you are kind of gummed up. So you are restrained at the moment, which means
Can I just double check now? This is part of the rule set that I keep forgetting about.
Mhm.
Would I have had a possible reaction to any of that, or is that just sit there and just stand there and take it?
so. You can have reactions to anything. It depends on the thing. The thing will tell you what the reaction when it triggers.
Okay.
So, for example, if
Uh,
something. Let's say, for example, there's a spell called the Shield spell. When someone tries to attack you, you can cast the Shield spell. It says it in the conditions of the spell.
Oh, I
So
see.
if you got something that lets you do a reaction, it'll tell you when you can do that reaction.
So when you or another creature you can see within 30 feet of you takes damage,
That's
so
reaction.
I would like to spend a psionic energy die
Ooh.
to
very nice.
to reduce the amount of damage that I just
Yep.
took.
Okay.
By the number rolled, so it's a D6 plus 1.
Well,
Can you
it
do that on
needs to-
yourself?
I could do that on myself.
It said on you or whenever you or a creature you see takes damage.
That's pretty handy.
What do I get? 1.
Two.
I gotta get back two of those things.
So you're still learning how this works, but you basically like
Yeah.
you kind of like
So
You put your-
after the first one had
Yeah.
a bit of like a, and it was sort
Yeah.
of a little bit of a
yeah. You basically you try and like hold up the shield and like you just intent like I don't want to be hit again, and it slows down the fist slightly, but not enough to present preventing it still clobbers you across the face. But yes, it's your turn.
So
And,
was it
just
like
so you
a
know-
chair and a fist, or a chair and a chair, or a fist and a chair? How does it?
There
This
was
was two
thrown,
fists.
and
Oh,
then-
2 fists. All right.
A chair,
Yeah, it
a
was
chair,
fine.
snot. then
Chair's
two
not
fists.
fist.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
Damn.
Right
chair's not
combination.
fist.
Good.
But yes, Chad, you are restrained. So what that means is your speed becomes 0, and you can't benefit from any bonus to your speed. Attack rolls against you have advantage, and you have disadvantage in your attack rolls, and you have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Is this the type of thing of am I able to roll to see if I can get out, or is this like I'm in this?
No, you still have options, so you can roll to try and break out of it, or but use your action, or obviously you could roll to attack. You also think potentially an ally could help get you out of this as well.
Right.
So it's up to you, really.
Total's gonna have for
Also, you have things like your action surge, so you can try and use your action to break out, then action surge to attack.
I'm gonna do that. So is it a strength check to get out?
Remind myself. Yes, please, a strength check.
Just straight, not like athletics or anything?
Yeah, athletics.
Athletics. Oh, this could go well.
It's a mucosity test. I mean,
Does
check.
Chad still have
That's a
broken?
25. That's a natural 20
Holy
plus
crap.
5.
Wow.
Chad does still have broken ribs. I just remember myself that does.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
I think you have to roll.
You have to roll to see if you can take
do
actions.
anything.
You have to roll a rib check.
Make me a Constitution saving throw.
Sorry.
I feel bad. That was such a good roll,
5.
though. That was, the
Five.
dirty
That
20
was a
so
natural
good.
1 plus 4.
You could
Oh,
use
no.
your hero token.
You could use your hero token.
Oh yeah.
Good. Was that to
Let's-
see if that works?
Can we
So
like
you can use
make
you
it
can use
cancel
the
out?
inspiration token to succeed on the check to not have your injury affect you, which then means I would allow your initial natural 20 to stand.
That's like
Or
a
you could roll. You could use
Matrix.
that to make sure that your attack hits. Because you have disadvantage on attack rolls, right? But
Yes.
if you use a hero token, it means that you could just instantly.
Well, the thing is, with
I'll
the
use
lingering
my-
injury, if you fail that check, you lose all actions that turn.
That's fair.
So if you want to use it, I'd probably recommend on that to push through that
I'll
pain.
use my hero token to
Yeah.
make it so that I can
Yes. So hero
tear my
token
leg
on
Show
the
off
injury.
for Jenny.
So you push through the injury. Yeah, showing off for Jenny. The natural 20 you just had is you basically just like scrape using your shield, like scrape the gunk off your legs and free yourself.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is, you've used your action on that, and then you can use obviously an action surge to go and attack.
I would like is spitting an action.
I'll say it's a free action.
I would like to spit at this thing.
Yeah, okay.
As I'm doing that.
Nice.
Yeah, okay. So you do that.
Let's do my action surge and let's go for an attack with
Cool.
with the big sword, and I potentially might modify it as well.
Okay, cool.
So-
You have disadvantage on this attack because of this weird shifting shadows. It's hard to place,
Oh,
so you still have disadvantage.
that's 14 with disadvantage then.
Wow. Okay.
That just misses.
Ah!
So what you do, you swing down with the
Painful.
sword, and what happens is you do make contact, but the thing basically gets an arm up, and you feel like that kind of like dull wooden sound as you hit bark, like and it just pushes your sword away.
God damn.
That's not nice.
Uh,
This is very Hispanic
I've still
music.
got movement though as well, haven't I?
You got movement, but obviously if you move away, it might take an attack of opportunity against you.
Oh, that's a good point.
Hmm.
Right, well, I'll leave it there. I'll leave it
Okay.
there.
And it's your turn.
At least you're not tied up in snot now.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not.
He's not tied up.
Tali, it's your turn.
Yes. Okay. Want to get down there?
Yes.
So you can use your movement to get down as well. It's easy enough.
Yeah.
Are you going via the Chad hole, or you going the
Well,
ground?
the Chad hole is right next to where the creature is, right?
That is
The
true.
creature's like right next to that, so I don't want to get stuck into a situation where I can't
Okay.
leave.
So if you're
go
going to go
down.
over the hole, you need to make an athletics or
Well,
acrobatics check.
isn't there stairs? Can't I just go like down?
They're past the hole. Chad was
You
making
gotta
his way
click-
to the hole when he fell through.
Yeah, you gotta clear the hole in order to get to
Okay.
the stairs or to the banister.
That makes a lot of
Or
sense.
Okay.
or use the hole to drop down.
Okay. So what am I making?
Athletics or acrobatics. Get over the hole.
Let's try athletics. That was not good. I got a 5, so I guess I'm going in the hole.
Yep. So you try and jump. As you basically go and do a jump, some more of the floorboards just crack and actually you just fall down.
Okay.
Again, you don't take damage, but you do land prone next to
Oh,
this
fuck.
creature.
I'm done then, I guess.
No, you should have actions.
How-
And Chad catches.
Okay.
My hand's in the snot you just got out of.
1 second. What does prone mean?
You
So
have to get up.
realistically, well, here's the
Like,
thing. To use
face
half your
flat,
movement to
what?
get up,
Oh.
you would have used half your movement to get into the hole. So you could just get up, but it means you have no more movement this turn.
Okay.
Oh, so you can use half movement or an action.
No, you can't use an action. You have to use half movement.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was an action. Oh, that's easy
No.
peasy. Yeah, because I can't. I also can't leave this area anyway because I'll get attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
So that's fine. I'll just get up. Easy peasy.
Yeah. So you get up, you pull
And
yourself
nothing
up.
happened.
Because I
Dust
thought
yourself
prone
off.
as like
Okay.
prone to the beast, like the beast has like grappled you somehow.
It's
Okay,
prone
yeah.
like on like lying on
prone.
the floor.
Yeah, flat.
See, yeah, like Call of Duty.
Yes.
Yes, when you
prone
like.
position,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice
less
of you to
intentional.
drop in.
Yep.
Look at
well,
Chad. He's still got
you
like,
looked
some
like
mucus covered
yeah,
in
you
his
looked
face.
like you needed some help. Dad.
Sorry,
So
Tali, Sarah,
I'm
what
fine.
were you saying?
oh no, it's fine. Being sassy to Chad because he was like, no,
Yeah, and
drop in,
I didn't
you
want to
looked
miss
like you
the
needed help.
sass. Good.
Yeah. So
Action replay on the sass.
okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to cast Calm Emotions
Okay.
on
That's nice.
the creature that is.
On the friend.
Yeah.
Friend.
I mean, to be fair, it casts a 20-foot radius, so I could do it both sides. Right?
Yeah.
To like make, us, like Chad and
Yeah.
Brass a bit chill, and make
Yeah,
this
okay.
also guy a bit chill.
Is it
She
20-foot radius?
will. Yeah, 20-foot
20-foot
radius.
Oh yeah, you can get everyone in the pub, including
So
Jenny up in the
she
rafters.
will. Yeah, Tali will say, "Look, I don't think we need to fight," and then she's gonna cast Calm Emotions.
Okay.
Does it look like
Um,
anything, or is it just like suddenly
Um,
people are imbued with calmness?
I guess it's kind of like she gets like the incense out in like the little like
Oh no.
kind of container that you can like sort of waves it around to get like
Yeah.
a nice smell, makes people feel a bit
Aromatic.
like nice and chill.
I like the
Yeah.
idea maybe that the reason why it's been wafted around the whole building is because you had it out, you fell, and it just went woo, and it just sort of
Yeah.
spreads. As you hit the floor, dust and incense went whoosh.
And everyone from now on, everyone is like stoned.
Well, about to find out.
Yeah.
What kind of
So,
saving throw do we need? to make?
Everybody needs to make
Oh.
a charisma saving throw. You can also choose to fail the saving throw if you want to.
What? Choose to fail. that's-
Your assailant is not going to choose to fail.
That's fine. So choosing
Instead,
to fail.
instead is going to
Oh
fail.
yeah, I choose to fail
but
it.
not
to fail it.
unwillingly fail.
Yeah,
With
I
you're
understand.
like this. You're like this. So I rolled a 2 on the dice, and it comes a 0.
What?
Amazing.
Wow.
So charisma save.
Amazing. This poor
Amazing.
creature.
Chad got an 8 on his charisma saving throw.
You also fail.
Yeah. Okay. Brask.
17.
Oh damn! So Brass
fine.
does succeed. So you can succeed. You can succeed. But
Pebble?
I'm trying to stop the fighting.
I trust Tali. I
Okay.
voluntarily fail.
Cool.
All right.
That's fine. So you fail, and you're not sure about Jenny. She's just staying up above.
Okay.
But describe what happens. What's the effect of the
So-
spell?
It makes the target. So I can make a target. So either I can like suppress an effect causing charm or frightened. I'm going to assume it's nothing like that. So the second choice is to make a target indifferent about creatures of your choice that it is hostile towards.
Mhm.
Okay.
So I don't know if this is So I basically make the creature indifferent to us,
Yep.
and us indifferent to
Yeah,
the creature.
okay.
That's alright.
You do that, and yes, this incense gets wafted around, and you watch as this creature, arrived in the shadows, sort of arms drop down. It drops from its kind of like aggressive stance, and you watch as those shadows that are clinging to it just sort of fade,
Okay.
and you now see a creature with this kind of like bluish kind of skin, almost like rubbery, kind of like a frog almost. Apart from along the back of its arms and its back, it's just got this like tree bark growing. It has this kind of large bulbous head with these sharp, razor sharp teeth and these long arms with like claws on them.
Cool.
And it just looks to you and just like, why are you coming to Woyo's home?
We just want to talk. We just wanted to see who was living here. Are you okay? This is all. My name. I'm Tali. This is Chad and Pebble, Brask, and Jenny. We're not here to fight.
The creature looks confused, just like, just looks around. Are you with alchemist? Come for Warrior's blood?
No.
pulls away from you a little bit.
No. Who? It's okay. What's happened to you?
Woyov live here. Woyov home.
Okay. How did you
Sort
get?
of just roughly sits on the floor. You watch as it goes, poof, and there's like a rumble as it hits the
Aw.
floor. This thing is huge, by the way. It's standing about, you know how like brass is obviously 6 to 7 foot. This thing is like 9 foot tall.
Oh.
Very like rotund. Think the trolls from Lord of the
Yeah.
Rings.
Okay.
Oh, I
Oh.
Just sits the floor, just like just sits down in front of you.
Oh, that's kind of cute. You know,
How did
doorway.
you get here?
Woyov been here a long time.
Okay.
This Woyov home.
Okay. But do the people here do they hurt you?
No hurt, not much. Woyov, they feed Woyov. They give Woyov shelter. They give Woyov home.
So why were you angry about them?
You came into Woyov home.
Oh, okay. That makes
But
Well,
sense.
you
you're-
mentioned an alchemist.
Thought you were alchemist. Come to take Woyov blood. Stick Woyov with pointy.
Has that happened before?
Mm,
How often?
Woyov, no. Sometimes. New thing. Alchemist comes, new thing.
What do they look like?
Just points to like you and Chad
Okay.
and Pebble.
Yeah.
Look like you.
Human.
You watch the thing scratch his head like. It points to a corner. You can see there's a bunch of rubble and stuff. Like alchemist left bag last time here.
Oh.
Alchemist. Woyov hit alchemist and took alchemist bag. Alchemist run.
Pebble investigates.
Yeah, you got to look. Roll me investigation check.
Yeah. It's time to investigate. Natural 1 + 1 = 2.
Cool. Natural 1. You're looking for there's a lot of like clearly a pile of like broken tables and stuff has just been piled up here. Yeah, you don't see anything in this pile.
Okay. Pebble is unaware.
Can we take the bag?
Okay. How long does calm emotions last for, by the way?
1 minute.
Fuck!
I got a question. What are the? There are arms. There are arms upstairs. Do you eat them or are they yours?
My arms.
They cut off your arms.
The Woyov points towards kind of the way they were hiding. Lady with sharp knives comes, takes arm, gives Woyov food, Woyov regrow arm.
Oh, just like that.
Are you okay with that? That doesn't seem okay.
Gives Woyov food and shelter.
The rest of
Be
us.
like,
I'm gonna.
oh, so go ahead, Pebble.
I'm gonna be a bit meta. The rest of us don't know that this spell lasts only for 1 minute, right?
No.
Mm-mm.
Tali, you do feel the spell fading, but this creature doesn't seem to change its emotions.
Well, okay, that would make kind of
Okay,
sense
well,
actually.
we're
Because he's
all
not
friends.
charmed. He's not charmed. He's just like
Yeah.
calmed down. So now maybe he doesn't need
Yes.
to. Okay.
Now, Chan's gonna be like, no offense. Was it Waldolf?
Woyov.
Wolyov.
Oh, yeah.
Wolyov. No offense. I mean, we could put you up somewhere better than this. I mean,
Just Woyov home.
Okay.
Yeah, presumably you didn't always live here.
Just Forest used to be here.
Oh.
Then forest turn into these. Slowly forest go away.
Did they build the building around you? or were you hidden, or can you like hide in the forest?
He points again to like kind of roughly towards you three and goes, "You found me in forest as cutting down trees. People try to attack Wolyolf, but found Wolyolf heal. They then took me into home."
Okay. And yeah, okay. So this might have never been a pub, and might be like a front to. Okay.
I'll let you roll a history check, three of you, if you want.
Mm-hmm.
You can roll for Jenny as well, just to see if you pick up on something.
Wow! Oh my god! 19.
Oh boy.
15.
We only had.
So 19. What did you get, Chad?
15.
15, and you got a 6 entirely.
Mm.
Okay. Pebble, you pick up on something. You didn't live in Downbridge, but you obviously have lived in Brattonshire. If this place was once a forest, it would have been once a forest about a couple of centuries ago, probably 200 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
It has been a city and a burgeoning civilization, like a village, and then growing to a city for the last at least 100 years.
Yeah.
So unless this creature is confused and maybe came from a different forest,
No, I don't think so.
could be interpreted this creature's been here or been alive for a long time.
Yeah, that would make a lot of sense. So the first, I mean, if the people outside aren't bullshitting us, the first, settlement that turned into this town was people taking advantage of this creature. All right, yeah.
Brask, have you ever seen a creature like this where you come from?
Ooh, that's a good question. Brask, I'll let you roll.
Oh, so where is
That-
Brask?
Oscar's still upstairs. I've not moved. I'm still.
But Brass
I was
stands-
intentionally
Good
staying out of
job.
sight.
But he can see. He can see the creature, right?
Oh well,
Yes.
Star doesn't know that. It's fine.
That's fine. You still can call out for Brask. What was Brask going to do? Something? Did you say?
I was just intentionally staying out of sight,
Okay.
but I was gonna check if I knew
Yep.
what he might be.
That's fine. So I'll let you roll kind of one of three things. You can either roll a history and nature or an arcana check.
We will do a nature,
Okay.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
and we will get 15.
15, okay. You are sort of loosely familiar with these creatures, as you have probably seen or been aware of similar creatures living in the swamps you're from. This is a forest troll.
Nice.
They are a creature that lives in forests. They have a sort of supernatural ability to hide when they are not in daylight.
That makes sense.
Ah.
For the shadows.
Yeah.
Does Brask or Draken in general, do they have like any sort of relationship with these kinds of creatures?
So
Other
what you
than
know,
just sort of knowing what they are?
yeah, what you know about them is that they are essentially, unlike your creature, you're tribal, but you are a society. These are very almost solitary creatures. They kind of live on their own. They live in either just the deep forest or caves within forests. They are quite fearsome. So your people, if you knew where they are, maybe you leave like tributes to them. Being a magical creature, there's also a lot of superstition around them. So maybe you give them tributes to, like have a safe passage through the swamps and stuff, or at the very least, just not to anger them. But you don't really have any direct dealings with them. They're not like an ally of your people. If that makes sense.
Okay. But we have a kind of respect for them.
Yeah.
In a sense.
Yeah,
That's kinda what I was
you're
getting
not
at.
they're not like a pest to be killed. Like they are. Civil is not quite the right word for it, but they are amenable to cohabiting with your people.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll
kinda
pass that
wanna-
on to the group.
The brass makes his way downstairs and
Yeah.
shares that knowledge.
I kinda
I'm still
wanna-
upstairs. I'm just gonna
Okay.
call down.
Oh, okay, you share the knowledge from upstairs.
That's
I'm like lurking in the rafters a bit.
Thanks, bro.
that's Wario. Lol. What's his name?
Will
Wario.
Well, Yolf. I'll put it in chat for you.
Yeah, a spelling would be nice.
Or even if you can put it in the stream chat, or we can
I'll
put
put it on.
we
I'll put it
can
on
relay
Discord.
it.
Woyolf. Right.
Woe Yolf.
Woyolf.
No, not Wario. He's-
Wario.
Oh.
Like,
Can we?
I
I'm gonna paste it in the stream chat. If that's okay? Because
Go for it. Do what you want.
interesting.
I don't have the
Or-
stream up, so that's why I did it here.
Can I ask a sort of a passive
Yes,
question?
Go for
The arms that are upstairs
Mhm.
next to they're upstairs on the landing next to
Yeah.
the staircase. Are they raw?
Yes.
Is that having any effect on Chad now that we've been sort of in the obviously he can't see them, but there's presumably a scent of
Yeah.
what
I
sounds
think,
like quite special blood in the building.
Yeah, I'd
special
almost-
blood. Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry.
You are like now the adrenaline is worn off of having a chair thrown at you, and you're kind of understanding what's going on. Like, and almost like, especially that, like, you know, Tali's taking the lead and talking to this creature. You know, the ADHD's kicked in. You're a bit bored. You're looking around, and you kind of just nose goes.
Sort of, okay, so Chad's gonna be going back upstairs to follow that
Yeah.
that smell.
Yeah, it's obviously not
Is
a long
stealth
walk.
thing? Like, is this noticeable?
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Try and stealth, probably fail. Should I try and stealth? I'll try and stealth.
Well, she will ask where you're going if you don't. So it doesn't.
You can try and stealth. Go for it. You have a disadvantage on it anyway, so you know. Chances are
10.
your passive perception is higher than that, Tyler. You would hear him walking up the stairs.
Chad.
Oh wait, sorry, there was an 8, so even worse.
Oh well.
Got around
Chad.
yeah, I'm just having a little look around.
A little whiff.
Okay, well we do
Looks
have
like you're making great progress there.
we have company, Chad. Remember, Jenny is upstairs, so
Embrace.
Right. Yes, yes, she is.
make
I'm
sure
just
you
gonna
don't do
check
anything
that she's-
weird.
No, so I'm just gonna check that she's okay. Yeah, and
Yeah.
you know, check the perimeter.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh dear. I was gonna ask before.
On my way, Johnny.
Does Will know about Brask in any way? Like, does he have like any?
Moyev
notion?
doesn't seem to respond to Brask any different to the rest of you.
I kind of want to give him like a larger forest to live in, but
Well,
how can
yeah.
we guarantee that?
Out of
I mean,
interest,
tell
just
me- oh, go.
obviously Pebble went to look for this bag from the alchemist. Did anyone else go look for that bag? Or was it just Pebble going,
Well,
nope,
yeah,
I'm
he
walking
could bring
away?
it over and we could look at it. Like,
Well, Pebble
Tali
couldn't
could
find
look
it.
at Oh, he couldn't find it.
He rolled a
I
1.
thought he couldn't find anything in the bag.
I rolled
No,
it
you-
like a
you can find the
complete
bag.
one.
Bag.
Oh, okay.
was
if that
such
was
a
mentioned,
failure.
yeah, Tali would help.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Roll me an investigation check.
I mean,
DM
I'm
being
not
like,
sure it's gonna
please
be
go
much
find the
better.
plot thing.
Oh, 15!
Better.
Yes, okay.
Yes.
You're not even sure why Pebble didn't see it. You just like push a little bit rubber to the side. And you just see this
Oh.
bag.
It's there.
Pebble
Brown
rubs,
leather bag. It kind of blends in with the wood, especially the dark. But you do spot it.
Pebble rubs his eyes and big bubbles come out. It's fine. It's fine now. I mean, oh, by the way, Pebble has regained his ability to speak, by the way.
Yeah,
I mean,
Pebble is speaking again.
since the break. Yeah. I
Had a short
forgot
rest
to mention.
over the break.
Oh no,
but
he
Pebble is
didn't,
speaking again.
oh.
Like
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the
Pebble's
adrenaline of the fight, it may not have occurred to you.
Some
You are starting
bubbles
to realise
creep out. Some bubbles creep out,
it. Yeah,
you know, but
there's a
it's
few
fine.
lasting
Hiccups.
bubbles.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Pebble's
Yeah.
fine. The bag. So you find the bag.
Yeah, I'd bring
As
it
you
back
pick-
so that me and Pebble could pick
Yeah.
it up.
As you pick up the bag, at the very least, the very first thing you notice is that there's the clinking and scraping of what is clearly smashed glass inside it.
Oh, potions, probably.
Okay. Can we
You
have
take
a
it back
little
over.
into
Yeah.
it? Like, slowly, because obviously if it's got smashed glass in it, I don't want to, like, shove my hand in
Yeah.
there, because it might get, like,
Yeah.
cut.
Are you gonna like pour it open or just like open up and look?
Open it up, like, put it on the floor.
Okay.
So open it up so we can peer into it.
You can see what must be half a dozen, what would have been half a dozen vials or something,
Oh, wow.
just torn to pieces. Clearly, where this bag was like knocked off of this alchemist and shoved to the side. You can also see what appears to be sheets of paper
Okay.
and a book, like a notebook. But what you notice is that the notes and the book are stained with this kind of purplish blood.
Mm. Oh, vials of blood then. Can
You can
I?
also probably see what looks like a syringe and a needle in there as well. It's also similarly coloured by this kind of purplish blood.
How does it smell like? I'm curious now.
Smells like blood. Probably a little bit earthier instead of like irony.
Good.
More
Oh
earthy.
no, Chad! Oh no!
I mean, yeah, Chad's gone upstairs. He might be like, wait a second.
Let's come down.
I mean, this would smell no stronger than the fresh limbs.
Can we read, like, take out the notes and
Yeah.
like, have a read of them? And the
So
book and have a read
yeah,
of them?
roll me investigation check to see what you can discern from these notes, because a lot of it is completely ruined by blood being
Is it?
spilled onto
It's
it.
okay.
Can I roll as well?
Yeah, go on. You can do it. You can share it between the two.
Is it?
In fact, you can
was
both
it?
roll, or one of you can roll with advantage. Investigation check.
Well, if we both roll, we could just take the highest one, right?
Yeah,
That's fine.
Which is an advantage. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll as well.
I got a 12.
Wow. Be prepared. I got 3.
So yes, Pebble, you end up when you divide the sheets of notebooks between you. Somehow you end up with all the ones that are bloodstained.
Oh.
Well,
that's underwhelming.
but Tali, you find one. It's just a lot of them are just like alchemical notes.
Okay.
Kind of goes way above your head. Between like formulas or like talks about like distilling and all this kind of thing. But you do find in the notebook what appears to be almost like a report. It's just the project is going on pause tomorrow. We've tried to mass produce the healing factor of the trolls' healing properties, but leadership has deemed it too costly to pursue and with little benefit. Especially while significant resources are being used on Project Watchtower elsewhere in Brattonshire.
Is it signed or in any way? Like, is there something like regalia on it, or like a you know,
No,
gang
unfortunately not.
logo,
Nothing like that, unfortunately. Like
or a
you
name?
see places where it looks like that sort of thing might have been, but again, they're just stained with blood. You don't see it.
Is there any mention of a name in this book, like who
No.
this person is?
No, the closest you got to name was the word leadership. Project Watchtower is probably realistically the only thing that stands out there.
Cool.
Yeah, I guess you ask the troll, like, do you know who sent the bad alchemist?
No, Alchemist just wearing white coat.
A white
That's all.
coat.
A white coat.
What kind
I
of
just-
white coat?
White coat.
Like a big one?
Sure. White coat.
Oh, I like Mario.
Not
Hang on.
compared to me.
Hang on. Oh, hang on. My notes. Because there was the dude on the train station, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he had a white coat.
You did have a white coat.
Did he have did asking the troll, like, did you see his face? Did he have like a scar, like a scratch?
Oh, right. Well, an intelligence check for the troll.
Come on.
Ooh.
I'm trying to find where I wrote about this.
He just nods like, hey, I scratched his face when
Yes! I love
when
this.
he tried to get my blood.
No, yes, that's good. But did he already have one?
No.
But how long ago was this?
I don't know.
I think that's alright.
Well, you have no see day and night in here.
Would you like to go to a place where you can see day and night? To like a real forest?
Well, as you're suggesting that, just quickly, actually, while that's happening, that conversation and investigations, Chad and Brask, are you two doing anything?
Well, Chad is being drawn up towards the pile of
Sensory overload.
meat.
Mm-hmm.
But to the pile of meat? I thought you were coming back for the blood. For the
No.
vials of blood. Oh, right.
No.
It's there is some incredibly raw arm steaks upstairs.
The bag you had was dried blood. There was fresh,
Oh, okay, yeah,
Limbs
that makes a lot of
upstairs.
sense. Yeah.
so you're making your way there. Okay. Are you doing anything in particular, or just making your way slowly there?
I'm making my way downtown,
Yeah.
up there to then presumably have some kind of saving throw.
Yeah, okay.
Savoring.
You're doing that.
Savoring.
You're doing that.
Yeah.
Saving throw, yeah. Brass, what are you doing? If anything.
Probably not much, just sort of listening in. My question is, though, because this kind of society is a pretty new thing to me. I don't know a whole lot about these kind of people or anything like that. Is in the case of Chad just like picking up one of these arms and chowing down, would that even register as strange to me? Because I'm thinking, my people, we just eat big slabs of meat anyway.
Yeah.
And outside they were eating big slabs of arm. I didn't know they were cooked, but that's a matter of temperature.
I mean, very, very small question. Was the arm outside cooked compared to these
Ones
ones?
outside were cooked.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, cool.
They
Those
were a
ones in-
different colour, weren't they?
They were purple,
Yeah.
But this one's
and the bark had become more like crackling.
I thought this one was purple too. Okay.
This one's blue.
Oh.
It's like lobsters.
Brask, not that he's doing it yet, but yeah, you probably wouldn't bat too much of an eyelid at the idea of just eating some meat. It's a snack. Why not?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
just
Chad's gonna
wanted to
eat the
check.
baby.
the Draken mentality is pretty, loose. It's pretty simplistic. Things for you guys are friends, food, or tools. Like it doesn't really.
Yeah.
I
So-
like that.
It's not beyond reason to believe that the Draken probably eat some of their own people if they needed to. But anyway, while you're contemplating that and Chad's drawing ever closer, Jenny just go, "Oh, I think we might have a problem, everyone. I think there's someone coming up the stairs outside. I can hear them, and you can see she's like leaning against the door."
Good.
Why don't you go hide?
What a persuasion check.
Like, please go. Alright, man. I persuade you to go hiding.
A 17. She's like, there's people coming and we just wanna. We can talk to them. Just it may be best for you to go out the way.
Okay. You watch as Royal stands up, and you see again the shadows just start to cling to their form as they kind of just disappear back in the background, and then they make their way into other rooms. Jenny's gonna make her way off the landing. It's like, oh, I think they have keys.
was gonna like step in front of her.
Okay, yeah, she gladly lets you go. There you go. It's like, I think they had keys as
yeah.
well.
Holly will
she's
try and get upstairs, but she might not get there in time because she's a little slow.
Jenny's gonna try and jump over the gap,
Double-
and she
double
just about
joint
makes
study.
it.
Oh, what?
What was that, Renee?
Jenny is jumping over the Chad hole, trying to come downstairs,
Oh, Jenny's
and
coming
she just
down.
about makes it. Yes,
Oh,
she doesn't want to be by the door when people are coming in.
fair enough.
She's leaving that to
Holly
you
will be
guys.
going-
Tally will be going out. Pebble join study.
Trying to go.
Yeah, that's
Going
fine.
up. Yeah.
Right, I need you to make me athletic acrobatic checks to jump over
Well,
the
can I-
Chad hole.
Oh, well, can I? How far is the Chad hole from the entrance? Like, can I stand?
You can stand on the other side of it. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. Okay. But anyway, yeah, Jenny's making her way downstairs because she doesn't want to be involved.
Fair.
She's observing.
How,
choice.
1 second. How cool is Jenny with the monster?
She doesn't say anything.
All right. Cool.
It's fine. She doesn't have a pen, so she can't write anything.
You look
Good-
over and you see
good
Jenny has
stuff.
clearly got another pen, another notepad.
Oh, okay.
Fine. It's fine. We'll deal with it later.
A good reporter always comes prepared. Yeah. Okay, so Brass, you are standing by the door, and you can hear it quite clearly now. There's just that rickety stair there, clang, clang, clang. Roll me a perception check, just quickly. We'll see. To see if you can figure out how many people are coming.
All of us or Brass only?
8.
No, just Brask. No, just noise. You just hear noise. There's clong, clong, clong. Then it goes silent for a second, and you hear the rattling of keys being put into a lock. Clong. The door unlocks.
Brask is like he's not in any sort of fighting pose or anything like that. He's like got his hands by his side, it's open, so that at a second's will, Dragonfang can like jump into it.
Yeah, that's fine. The door is pushed open slowly. Is anyone doing anything in preparatory for this, or are we just waiting?
Okay.
Chad
Quick
is
think.
hyper fixated on the
Oh no.
the meat.
Okay. Yeah. Roll me a wisdom
Take-
saving throw. Let's see if you
take,
can break away from that, or if you're stuck.
'Cause it's been
Yeah.
3 days. It's been 3 days.
Yeah, you're getting close. Wisdom saving throw, please.
That's a 3.
Ooh. Okay.
That's a no.
No, you are stuck on this.
Shit.
If anything, you're starting to think this. Oh, there's a distraction going on. Maybe
Yeah.
a quick
I've presumably
bite.
passed Jenny on the stairs.
Yes.
Otherwise,
Yeah, she would be running down as you're running up.
He's gone down. I'm just like,
That's happening. But yes, is anyone else doing any prep work?
I don't know
Yeah,
what to
Simon
do.
take her hood down.
Okay.
And like sort of just use
I
her glaive as like a walking stick. You know.
Okay. You see.
I arm my crossbow, but very sneakily. I don't know. I don't know what Pebble
You can just have the crossbow. It's fine. The door is opened, and you see emerging from the sunlight once again you see Rosalind making her way in.
making her way downtown.
Making her way.
We're all going downtown.
You see behind her is this very large man you haven't seen before, wearing what appears to be this black leather butcher's bib that is covered in, like, you see blood, like red blood, but also you see parts of like blue and purplish blood, and is holding this cleaver in her hand.
Nice.
And you see Rosalind make her way in. It's like, well, what are we gonna do about all this then?
Or what?
I was really hoping you would just take a look around and then walk away.
Well, we were hired to come and look in the building, so we were just doing.
You were hired by someone who has no rights to the building. Someone who only has rights by the thieving rules of Dalbridge and its ever-growing expansion. Which is a small village wanted to be left alone.
Well,
Left to our ways.
Maybe they don't have a right to own the pub, but do you have a right to imprison and butcher a creature who's still alive?
Oh snap!
Because I don't think you do. I don't want to fight you.
That is a mutually beneficial arrangement. Has been in place for many years. We do not keep Wolf here prisoner.
Don't
She can
you?
leave if she wants to leave, but she doesn't.
Could she? It's all boarded up. She doesn't even get sunlight. She's been in the dark for I don't even know how many years.
No, Pebble says about 200.
Thanks. So.
My
Imagine seeing sunlight for 200 years.
She doesn't like sunlight. She likes the darkness. She asked for this. She wanted a cave, so we made her one. And you know what happened the one time when she was outside? Justicar's came. They came and tried to take her away.
Why
Kill
don't
her.
you release her into the forest outside
What
the
forest?
city? Outside the city.
Where's the nearest forest? They're miles away.
It's not that. There's the. I
You
know.
probably
the
know on foot the nearest forest is about a day's travel away.
oh, dear.
If she was out in the sunlight, she'd be seen, killed by people for just being what she is.
Obviously, Chad isn't part of this conversation, but that just screams a lack of ambition on Rosalind. So it's like, oh no, we'd have to put in some effort to put her in, to take her to a forest.
Something that's really beneficial to us would go away. Oh, we'll put minimal effort in.
Dear.
This
forest is so far away.
is this a capitalism metaphor we're playing through right now?
Yes. Cool.
Ollie could take the creature back to the forest.
Yeah. Are they walking forward inside, or have they just sort of opened the door and stood there?
Yeah, they probably would have come inside a little bit, so not to make a scene. But they're like, yeah, they would have tried to come in and close the door, unless Brass has stopped them.
How far away from me are they?
A couple of feet. Like, you were standing quite close to the door, I imagine. So this isn't the longest board.
Then
Like,
yeah, as they like step in, Brask would like sort of move into the middle of the hallway.
Yeah.
Yeah, not particularly aggressive, but pretty like
But he's there.
not getting past me unless you go through me, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
She looks up to you as you kind of like stand and block the way she was talking to Ty. Like, can we at least go downstairs and talk about this like civilized folk? We don't want trouble, nor do you, as you claim, for breaking into our tavern.
Brask will as she says she doesn't want trouble, I'm gonna like very noticeably look down at the cleaver this guy's holding. Like I don't know. Like he's not gonna say anything. It's just gonna be like oh really?
You come in here with swords and shields and glaives. We're simple townsfolk. I have to do something. I don't know you. I'm surprised you're even here talking about peaceful talks. I thought
Why?
you'd have killed the troll by this point.
Brask will be like, I am an agent of the law.
Oh dear.
I will not harm anyone unless they have committed injustice.
Well, then that's even worse. This creature is by the laws of this stupid city.
No,
It's against them.
No, it's not.
No.
I think you'll find.
Chad, make me another wisdom saving for it.
Let's do it.
Oh god. Shit's gonna hit the fan as
Natural
soon as he gets hungry.
20.
Hey.
Oh.
As you
Better
feel the
after a
rising tensions going on behind you, you do sort of suddenly snap to attention. And you realize where you are and what's going on.
Oh, come on. Part of Unai wanted Chad to become a baby by eating a lot of the arm. I don't know if that's the mechanics of the arm or not, but
Immediately become a
No
baby.
vampire baby.
One
There you go.
little bite, and then suddenly he's a
yeah,
small child.
that's a good point. Does it go back? Does time revert, or does it just like stagnate?
Try it, find out. Make a deal with Rosalind to get a bite, and then you'll find out, won't you?
Mm-hmm.
Chad sort of come to a sense of
Babality.
babality.
Oh,
And he's
great.
like,
Fantastic.
so look around and be like, hi, Ros, hi,
Hello.
yeah, really fascinating little operation you got going around here. What's the latest thing? Very much, Chad wasn't especially
paying
present. He wasn't really paying attention to the conversation with Boyov, and wasn't really paying attention to the conversation with Rosalind. Even he's calling her Ros. 'Cause he's
Ros.
Chad.
What's
She
up,
sort of
Ross?
looks up again to Brass like, can we please go and just sit downstairs and talk about this? If you don't want trouble, we don't want trouble.
Okay, but you have to put your weapons away, and we'll do the same.
You first.
Tully
I-
puts her kind of back on her shoulder.
Pebble,
Brask just holds up his hands like, I was never holding it.
Pebble puts a wooden spoon on the floor. No, he doesn't.
You had your crossbow out, didn't you?
You had your crossbow out.
Oh yeah, the
so
crossbow. Yeah.
Yeah, you put your crossbow back.
Fair enough.
She looks at him like, it's alright, put it away. And you see the big guy sort of sheaves the cleaver.
Brask will turn to the side and let them go past.
Mm-hmm.
Not going to walk ahead of them, he's going to walk behind them.
Tully will walk in front of them.
You do watch as the old lady makes it to the Chad hole and then looks at them like,
Pebble says we can fix that.
Well, it was
It was an
"Very-
accident.
can someone give me a hand over?
If Chad's near enough, he's gonna immediately be like, oh yeah, hi.
Yeah.
Tully would
Aladdin her.
Yeah.
You trust me?
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, do
I
you
can
trust me?
show you the world.
Chad, just for the fun of it,
The way off.
make me a strength check as you try and you just pull this lady over the hole. Please roll an ad-
That's quite a low one for Chad.
Ooh. It is rough, but you do manage it. You go to pull her over, and it turns out she's a bit heavier than you expected. All the floorboards beneath you are looser, and she does drop a bit. You're like, oh shit! And you pull her up.
Yeah.
Do
That
they
was
have
fun, wasn't it, Roz? Yeah, we have fun here.
a tense
So-
romantic moment where she's like right in your face and you're like, I got you.
Yeah.
Oh.
So did you make money from this, or?
She
Tali,
sort of
when
pushes
Tali
you off.
goes downstairs, she's gonna stand in the doorway where she knows
Yeah.
where off went.
She makes her way downstairs eventually. The big guy following her jumps over the whole back trouble, and she just finds a chair and sets it up and sits down in the chair and just like,
Oh, I wanted the chair to break. Maybe that would have been a comical moment. Anyway.
Yeah, is it the chair that got thrown in the chair?
Yeah, that's my thinking as well.
Yeah.
It's just like
maybe not.
it's a wrecked chair.
But she sits down in it. There's kind of deep sigh. It's just I take it you're not with the alchemist then.
No, we're not.
Who was that?
Didn't really give much details. Came in here. Somehow knew about Woyolf. Threatening to tell the Justicars if we didn't work with them.
What did they look like?
Wore a white coat. Kind of like a ruffled thing. Slicked back hair.
Guy.
On the third and final visit, Woyolf gave him a big scar across his face. Not serve him for messing in our business.
What?
Did you get a name?
She thinks for a second. Yes. Adam's going to check his notes.
Nice.
I like. So she's sitting down, and her butcher guy is like, I imagine, standing nearby, looking tough. I'm gonna be like on the other side, kind of doing the same thing, like.
And
My
like he
big
crosses his
two.
arms, and you cross your arms, and he
Yeah,
unfolds and you
exactly.
unfold them.
Oh, nice. Yeah, trying to be cool like Billy Butcher.
Yeah.
I want to
Just
see
like
it. I
try and
want to
like
see
lean
a
on
version
something,
of
but it gives away a bit.
a Brasket's Billy Butcher.
Ayo. Yeah, I like that.
He called himself Splint.
Oh fuck. Pebble was gonna ask something and I forgot. You mentioned messing about your business and all that. This guy. What exactly is your business, if you don't mind me asking, madam?
Just keeping to ourselves. Living our life.
Your
As a
extremely
small little-
long life. I mean, no, Pebble is gonna be like more.
As I say, it's a mutually beneficial arrangement.
How
Woyolf gives us the long and healthy life, and we let Woyolf live here. A long and healthy life.
Yeah, Roz. Yeah, hi, Chad. Yeah, we've met. Question. How have you managed to avoid the authorities so far? It's, pretty suspicious that you guys all live for, look fantastic for your age. If I may say so. Just once again.
We all keep to ourselves. Everyone in the town keeps the secret.
Oh.
We're in, a forgotten part of Lowbank, which is ignored largely by the authorities. Occasionally a guardsman or two come here to patrol, but they don't realize anything's wrong.
You're not making it especially low key event. This is Victoria's 111th birthday.
11th. I don't know.
Surely that's Chad is for the first time in a very long time actually making sense and is making a genuine point. That you're not being overly subtle about this, are you?
Roll a persuasion check.
Just whilst you're doing that, the more this conversation goes on, the more Browsk is slowly putting together that this is like you're talking about avoiding the law and that sort of stuff, and that's
Oh no.
Yeah.
the cogs is turning.
That was an unnatural 20.
Yeah, okay.
Super.
You can see this woman's face, like, she's very used to being very guarded, but for whatever reason, like, she's being kind of almost beaten down here a little bit. It's like some of the cul-de-sac members work in the guard. They can push attention elsewhere when we need it, occasionally.
Okay, Pavel's gonna ask, and Unai's gonna look at his notes. So, are you sure you don't know about this Sylvester Parkhouse guy that contracted us?
I've never heard that name before.
Starting to wonder if it might be Splint.
Oh, look. So this guy Splint had some sort of project, right, that he wanted way off. Do you know anything about that? Did he say anything to you? You were working with him, for lack of a better term.
He didn't, but I assumed he wanted to find a way of utilizing Warrior's healing abilities, like we've been doing. He was an alchemical sort. I guess maybe trying to make an elixir or a potion or something. He didn't speak to us about it. I just recognized some of the equipment.
I don't like Tali said. Tali doesn't want to fight you, but Woyof does not belong in a building.
Did warriors really ask for a cave?
Warrior didn't want to leave.
I'm also not sure Woyof agreed wholly to being prodded and poked and have arms chopped off in order to get a basic necessity.
I don't know what to tell you. We've had this arrangement for generations.
Mm-hmm.
This was in place before anyone in the village was alive.
Mm-hmm.
You ask Wolf, and she tells you that there was an agreement she made with them. She seems fine with it. It helps us. She doesn't get killed by the Justicars.
But that's not living. She doesn't get to live. You get to live. But she gets to sit in a building.
Yeah, she also doesn't get to die from Justicars attacking her.
Yeah, and
Life inside a building is not a life.
I'm just saying, as a businessman, let's just say, business-minded individual, the art of the deal is a real specific thing, and it strikes me that Woyof possibly may not have had the expertise, maybe the representation to get her a good deal, because it's a pretty bad deal that Woyof's got here. I think maybe she should be able to renegotiate if she knew what the other options are. And I'd be happy to represent her. Of course.
Well, if you truly have no problem with letting Woyof go, but you argue that she wants to stay here, why don't we just ask her?
Mm.
And if she wants to leave, then we organize that.
Look, I am willing to make a deal with you. But only a deal that makes you go away and forget this place.
Yeah, I've got a great memory, so
So do I.
gonna be
Small
quite
and
difficult.
mighty. And she points to Pebble like who uses magic.
Oh, why?
We are authorized to use magic, actually.
Yep. See,
Mr. gonna hold out the police badge.
Magic, please! Oh, it's flipped.
Yes.
No, it's fine. Do you hold up the
there we
big
go.
badge which says, "I have a fake badge. I think I'm in the magic police. Please just go along with it."
Yes.
She looks at it and just, I don't know what that is.
We don't know. Just play along.
yeah. Well,
It's only
clearly, if you don't know what it is, then you should tread carefully. Sorry, Tali. Go ahead.
Wow, it was just we use magic, yes, but like Brass said, it's authorized. We don't use it. We don't need to. And
We
you
try
have
to be good. Yeah.
Anyway, what's the deal with this blood anyway?
Oh no.
But it's chat. Were you not listening to the Warrior can regrow limbs? So gonna guess.
I mean, I'm guessing there's blood inside the limbs. Yeah, I understand that blood goes in limbs. Okay, yeah.
The blood
But
is why
is
they
it-
live for such a long time, Chad.
Right. Yeah. Oh, okay. Right.
It has sustaining properties, like
And
healing.
does it, in terms of Ross, does it need to be cooked first, or does it, I'm just curious about how this works. Is this?
I can't say I've ever eaten it uncooked.
It's
should
not
try it sometime.
well cooked, well done arm steaks. Then is what we're talking about. Or medium rare.
I don't prepare the food myself, but yes, I would assume so. She looked up at the butcher, and the butcher's just like nodding.
Right. Yeah. Fair. No, I'm just curious.
Pebble
Just,
cuts the
there's no
conversation.
Anyway,
This is a bit weird.
Look, chat. Yeah. Okay. Anyway,
Yeah. Pebble. Oh yeah, go on, Tally.
wanna go? What Pebble gonna do?
Okay. No, Pebble is a bit weirded out by it. Like, so. I mean, I know that. I mean, this in my. I mean, I'm a little bit. Unai is a little bit slow today. Sorry. This bit of the conversation would have probably happened a little bit earlier, actually. But like. It's weird that someone is claiming to want to set up something in this pub without having the opportunity to look inside, obviously. So this must have been like a front for us to deal with.
Possibly.
Yeah, well, anyway, I was just thinking of that. Anyway, yeah.
Tali will say, look. Tali wants Wayoff to have a better life, to not be a food source, to not be a prisoner, however you dress it up. She's stuck in this building, and she doesn't want to go outside because we're in a city. If she were in a forest, maybe she would go outside at night.
Oh, we can build a tunnel.
And you don't want to take her? Fine, but we can organize that.
Make me a persuasion check.
I thought that was her saying that for a second.
Make me a
I
persuasion.
don't know, but maybe.
That'd be great.
Let's settle this with a game of chance.
Well,
12. You have seen the people of this city, disease-ridden, plagued. Sure, one creature suffers, but 30 people out there benefit and are healthy because of it.
but you're not supposed to live as long as you do. It's not just about healing the sick. You're living an unnatural life.
Who says we're not supposed to live this long? Perhaps we've discovered the food of the gods, and we're doing it the right way.
Oh, Tally's triggered now.
Nature says you're born, you live for a time, depending, you might be on what you are, it's different, and humans are not supposed to live hundreds. There is a time when you have to go. And you're avoiding it. And I understand, but it's not how you keep balance in the world.
We don't care. This is how we have lived for generations. And it's how we want to continue living.
Yeah.
And was
what?
oh,
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Woyoff. You been listening to all this?
Warrior sort of kind of creeps around with the darkness, kind of behind Harley. Like, Warrior is here. Warrior,
Yeah.
listen. Warrior, no understand most of it.
Oh, that's a shame.
That's okay.
Hello, Warrior. Oh, little cat.
Is
Fuck.
really upset.
Oh.
Yeah. Woyoff, you'd like to live in trees, I guess. Trees are
Oh.
good.
Trees are good, yes.
Yeah. Cool.
Fresh air.
Yeah.
And no one to bother you.
No one bother boy off here.
You're not helping.
No one to cut off your arm in
In the middle of
return
the
for
night.
basic food. That's not. You shouldn't have to sacrifice something like that just to eat.
But
Nobody
it's easy. I give a food comes to me. Boy off no have to hunt no more.
Don't you like hunting?
Hunting hard. Sometimes get deer, sometimes get rabbits. Here I get all sorts. Or sometimes easy.
Don't you want to live outside of this one building? Meet other trolls.
Moyoff does miss seeing stars.
Oh.
Does Towerbridge? I'm guessing probably not. Does Towerbridge have like a zoo?
No.
Like, does it have to have
there's
any
a
kind of
circus.
I mean, there's a circus, but no.
circus? But does it have any? It doesn't have like any outdoor-ish nature reserve or anything. I didn't think
There
so.
is no zoo here.
Yeah.
Mm.
Now,
Riverdam might, to be fair. That seems like a kind of place might have one, but
oh yeah. And Chaz gets as well. Yeah, and Jen. Yeah. Hey, you're still here. Yeah. Now, as one of the leading journalists in this town with an incredibly large reader base, an influential writer, who can sway public opinion on things. I'm guessing, and these go. I'm guessing that you might not give a favorable review to the Gilded Eel.
you can see as you were talking, Jenny is just kind of like as you're talking, and you hear the old woman like, "You brought a reporter here."
No, she followed us, technically. But we're not here. She's not here about you. She's here about us, right? She's writing about us.
Jenny is like, "Yeah, of course. I know. I'm solely interested in Small and Mighty. I've not even taken any notes or paid attention to anything that's going on here. It's not going to make it into a newspaper."
She's legally obliged to say that. Yeah. Well, I think aside from anything else, guys, Roz. If I'm going to continue calling you Roz, Raw. Yeah, there you go. I'll shorten it even more. I think it's just also really stupid of you to not try and sell this. You could be making a lot of money.
Oh, no.
I'm just saying.
Stop.
I'm not in favor of any of this. I'm firmly in camp. Let's free Woyoff. Just pointing out, you could have made an absolute fortune off this, but you've been incredibly selfish. And my family. I come from a line of nobles. And we provide, we provide for our subjects and for our people, and if we make money along the way, then that's also great. And I think that you're really just messing this whole thing up, really. And I think that's grounds on which to shut this whole thing down.
As Chad is muttering on about stuff, you hear that what Rosalind is actually saying. She's like, reporter. Although no, with ruins. She looks up to the big guys like, "We can't let them leave." She just looks at you like,
no, hey,
"I'm sorry."
Hey, no, hey,
Kill
no,
them.
No.
And you watch as the big guy draws his cleaver. And that's where we're going to end today.
Fine, we
Oh
got
my
Werv
God.
on our side.
Yeah, we have.
You might
Good
have
boy.
Warrior on your side.
I'm being optimistic. We have Werv on our side.
Yeah.
For a
Yes,
friend.
indeed. Oh my God, guys, what have we done?
Ugh, they're terrible people.
They are terrible
was
people.
Who is
That was a
Sylvester
proper-
Stallone? Who is Sylvester Parkhouse?
Conundrum.
a
Dun,
proper
dun, dun, dun.
Star Trek episode
That
style
was very nice, yeah.
conundrum there.
Dialogue
That was,
based. I like it.
like it.
I'm glad.
Philosophical. I was gonna
Lovely.
Right at towards the end, I was gonna suggest like a more flexible, compromise. We escort Wolf to the forest, and then whenever they need some arm, and then bring Wolf back,
Yeah.
and then
You can have Royal from the weekends. Otherwise, he's gonna live with.
something similar.
No, I'm glad that was a plan. Tali was just like, I'm not leaving.
Yeah,
until
no, it's a weird life. It's not.
We can come back in the nighttime and
It's
take
a
her.
massive Stockholm syndrome.
And then Chad, it wasn't going terribly. Then Chad, why?
Yeah.
Jenny.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah, she was intentionally
very
staying
much in-
very
very
quiet
much in
because
character.
she 100% is going to write about this.
Yeah.
But you outed her, which then
We'll
obviously
see.
set off
We'll see
alarm
what she
bells.
thinks about.
Well, yeah, sure. She would intend to write about it. We'll see what Ty lets her get away with.
Well, we can compromise. She can write about this.
Oh
but
no,
he bucks
Jenny
out of it.
died in the Gilded Eel. What a
Oh no.
Oops.
So trade. She can write about this building if she leaves us out of it.
Ooh.
Anyways.
Well, we'll see. That's a negotiation for next time. So,
Oh my god.
Will, you had the inspiration token. You didn't actually end up. You did use
I
it. of course
did.
you did.
Yes,
I
I
apologize.
did use it.
So who would you like to give it to next time?
I'm gonna give it to Sarah for Tali just being an absolute beacon
Moral compass.
moral certitude. So yeah, that was
Yay.
there was a lot of heavy lifting in the roleplay of Tali
yeah.
talking to Woyolf and talking to Roz. So yeah.
Excellent.
So
Thank
true,
you.
so true.
Yeah, Tali might not be right, but she is steadfast.
But
She
I
knows
think
what she knows.
is quite right, in general.
But she's probably right.
Yeah.
As a DM, I'm going to say she's probably right.
Good.
It depends on.
Like the idea. Sorry.
Oh,
Don't go.
I was gonna say I like the idea that this huge sort of debate of morality, this big tense situation is happening. Just on the other side of the pub door, Christina's just off her face,
yes.
having a great time.
Well, we don't
She's
know.
probably even eating some of the
Yeah.
arm. She doesn't know what she's doing.
Hey, great.
Here, try this weird meat. Okay, great.
It was real
No,
good
no.
because it's got
Yeah.
magical properties. Yeah.
Excellent. But cool. Well, that's where we'll leave it today. We'll pick up then next week with a secondary scrap in the pub. This time with a big butcher man, and maybe you'll have warriors on your side, but maybe not. We'll find out.
I don't know.
Depends how much convincing
she's
you've
gonna be
done.
conflicted as fuck.
Maybe. But yes. So thank you very much for watching us today, everyone. Hope you enjoyed our game. If you did, you can catch us again here in 2 weeks' time. If you obviously, subscribe, ding the bell, whatever they say these days, you'll find out when we go live. Obviously, this episode will be up on YouTube next weekend. And also on our YouTube, you can find all our past episodes. You can also find us on Twitter if you want to see what we're up to, hear about when we go live, tweet out highlight clips, etc. That's at Smitey Games.
Mhm.
That's it, yeah. Anything else we need to announce?
No. it's good.
We're grateful for everyone to be here,
Of course.
and Verity, we miss you.
Yes.
Yeah, Verity, come back. Come back,
One day.
One day. But yes. Cool, alright. Well, that's it. So we've been Small and Mighty. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you all next time. Goodbye.
Bye.